USJ here in Milan. Who wins it?
Well, this is going to be a great one. I think that the man coverage is going to really bite Milan tonight in this passing game. If Jacob Bowie's protected, I think he's got a chance to put up big numbers. Anthony Ballard in the running game for Milan could be big as well, but I like the more poised team. I like USJ here.
Narrator, USJ here in Milan. Who wins it and why, narrator?
I think USJ is going to win this game because they're going to football. They're going to limit the number of turnovers, and it's going to be a high-scoring affair, and USJ is going to hang some numbers up.
Chuck, who wins the game tonight?
My heart says USJ. My head says Milan.
Well, I tell you, Bass, I'm going to go with USJ to win the game tonight. I don't think Milan can stop their passing attack. USJ, Jacob Bowie.
Yeah, as I was saying, normally they've been playing zone, but tonight going to try to play that man, and I don't think that bodes well for the Bulldogs whatsoever. As you talked about, you scouted that game. You saw it. Dyersburg was able to throw the football on Milan when they need to, and the passing game for USJ is far crisper with much more weapons, especially with Jacob Bowie pulling the trigger. But it's all about giving Jacob Bowie time to throw the football and Trevor Spencer running the ball when they need it to happen.
Well, we're just moments away from kickoff. Is USJ in the eastern zone with their white jerseys, their road unis, the white helmet with the paw prints in red on both sides, the blue numerals, royal blue, the blue football pants and the red, white, and blue stripes down the side. Milan has not yet appeared on the field. We assume they are going to be here tonight. Maybe they're not. Maybe we assume they're going to be here live, and they will. And I tell you, the tradition here is surprising when you look across, because here on the visitors' side, it's packed out. On Milan's side, it's not really close, Bass, to being sold out over there.
No, but it will be. That happens a few times I've been here. It's been a late arriving crowd, but they generally always do. And I can't imagine them not arriving for this game.
Well, narrator, we've seen it. We were here for the Humboldt game, albeit the rain. It was a very small crowd here.
Yeah, it was, and I'm sure the rain had something to do with that. But it was a Humboldt-Milan game, and I know back in the day, if you had a Humboldt-Milan game, you could have scattered hurricanes, and folks were still going to show up.
Exactly. Well, this game tonight, Milan and USJ, really the spotlight game in West Tennessee. Here in week number 7, although Bass, at one time these two teams would meet and it would be district implications. Not anymore because of the classifications, but it's still, both these teams want to win this game terribly.
They want it bad, and it used to be, if USJ played well and did make some mistakes, they could hang around for a little while. But I think they come into this tonight, and I think a lot of people believe, outside of Gibson County, that they're the better team.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah, much different.
The captain tonight for the USJ Bullets, there's Trey Smith, the senior. And the narrator mentioned he'll make his decision. I believe, narrator, you said in December where he'll play college.
December the 6th, he's going to announce at USJ.
Also, one of the captains, senior Rhett Peel, one of our favorites. What a great kid he is. All these kids. Rhett has a special place in our heart with that injury last year and how he's responded.
Missed the second half of his junior season, had the procedure done. It's come back stronger than ever. He's not only a physical leader, he's an emotional leader of this team.
Number 14 down there is senior Wells Smith. 6 foot, 178-pound senior receiver and safety. And the final captain tonight for USJ, senior 5'9", 180-pound Peyton Taylor. What a year he's had so far. Now, when I mentioned Trey Smith, I didn't give his size. Trey is 6'5", 302. Rhett Peel, Rhett is 6'1", 220. Those are the captains for the USJ Bruins.
And by the way, real quick, on Wells Smith, let's not forget, possibly the best punter in the state, too.
Oh, yes. Jacob Rimmer, one of the captains tonight from Milan Bass. He's 6'7", 280.
Headed to play with Coach Cutcliffe and the Duke Blue Devils.
Thomas Burns, 6'2", 265. J.P. Porter, 5'11", 160. and Spencer Walker, 5'7", 180. Let's join the narrator for the coin toss at midfield.
Fellas, we're out here. Captains introducing themselves, and it's ironic that Rimmer and Trey Smith lined up against each other walking out to the field. Let's step in the huddle.
Sportsmanship out of each side tonight, okay? Help each other up off the ground, whatever it takes. Good sportsman, okay? You're the visiting team. You get to call the toss. This is heads and tails. Tails, head. I need your choice before I flip it. If I drop it, we'll pick it up and do it again. Your choice is? Tails. 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 Head. You won the toss. You want to defend the scoreboard, so step right over there next to him. Okay, you right here next to me.
There you have it, fellas. Milan won the toss. They want the ball, so that's how we're going to start this game.
Not a surprise, narrator. Thank you for that. That's an element to our broadcast and telecast to take you out of the huddle. That's a lot of fun. We want to thank Worthy Road Studios, Paul Schulze, Lawson, Mann, Michael Osborne. 5 cameras, slow motion instant replay. We'll have the game up right after it finishes live. Well, here we go, fellas. Milan hosting USJ. Milan sends a clear signal. They don't want to see the Bruin offense to start the game, and I don't blame them. And here come the Bulldogs out of that west end zone, out of the big Bulldog, the inflatable Bulldog. Milan enters the stadium dressed in all purple. Purple helmets, jerseys, and pants. The pants have 2 white stripes down both sides with a power M on the helmet on both sides with a Bulldog bursting through that power M. And here come the Brewers. Out of the eastern zone, led by Trey Smith and Rent Peel out onto the field. The Bruins coached by Rusty Bradley in his first year. 5-1 on the season, lost the opener Butte to a very good FACS team, but I think we all agree if they played again, USJ would win by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and even though FACS has gone on, they've only lost 1 game on the season, just recently knocked off ECS a week or so ago. But you're right. Yeah, right now playing great football. I really hate that there was a week in between this game. I know they're healthy as they've ever been, but they were on such a roll offensively. Yeah. We'll see.
Dan DiFilippo producing and directing. My name's Dan Reaves, along with Seabass and the narrator Barber on his sideline. And a pleasure to have our dear friend Chuck Walker along with us tonight. Hey, Chuck, what do you think, man? Here we go.
Yeah, really excited. Normally I'm at all the SGC games, so I'm really pumped to see Milan and USJ play. They're 2 of my favorite teams around here, the most history and storied programs in the West Tennessee area.
Seabass takes over when he does. J.P. Porter back with Dylan Whitehead deep here for the kick, and one of the best kickers in all of high school football, Charles Campbell, will kick into the wind, but USJ's decision will have them with a win in the 4th quarter. The kick is high, short into the wind, going to be taken at the 5 and fumble. Scooped up by Porter at the 5. He's in trouble. Looking for room, reversing field, and Porter is wrapped up and tackled at the 2. Now, flag does come in late after the tackle as J.P. Porter may be bailed out here. We'll see if there's a face mask. Richard, the narrator, Barber, is down at the sideline. Let's go down to the narrator. But it looks as though it will be a face mask on the Bruins.
Yeah, fellas, the way that flag came out right at the end of the play, as the ball carrier went down, it's just about a gimme. It's a face mask.
For USJ, defensively, they line up like this. Defensive ends, J.P. Boyd, Peyton Taylor. Or pardon me, defensive ends. Defensive tackles, Rent Peel, Trey Smith. Linebackers, Eli Browse, Ryan Miller, Campbell Carlock. We'll get you the rest of the defense in just a moment. But here's Milan with their sophomore quarterback. 1st and 10 after the penalty from their own 16. To the air they go. Swing pass to Brooks. Outside the numbers. Brooks from the 16 breaks a tackle. 25 to the 30. Outside the numbers to the 35 and out near the 40 before he's taken off his feet. The rest of the defensive starters for the Bruins. And that defensive backfield is Griffin Laird, Thaddeus Kustakevich, Wesley Craig, and free safety Will Smith.
Well, I tell you what, and Lamartez Brooks, that's the name you want to keep an eye on if you're a USJ fan. Milan really wants to get him the ball.
He's all the way out to the 29-yard line of the ball, or make it the 39 with a first down. On the ground they go, wrapped up and dropped in the backfield for no gain. He may lose a yard or so. On the carry, Anthony Ballard, 6'1", 190. The junior is getting a lot of looks from big-time colleges.
No question, and that was Redfield, the senior captain, on the play there, big time in the backfield. He gets off the football so quickly, beats the left side of that Milan offensive line.
The loss is back to the 37-yard line. That's a loss of 2 yards on first down. Penetration key here for the Bruins. Just underway. Milan has picked up 1 first down. Now it's 2nd and 12 from the 37. Back to Ballard, right side. Ballard from the 37, working over right tackle, will have the 40. It's a gain of 3.
Well, look at Campbell Carlock step up here in the B gap on the left side of that USJ defense. Campbell all over the field, just stunts inside of that pulling guard right there and makes a nice tackle to clean it up.
So now 3rd and long. Milan in a obvious passing situation. That's right for a Hardegree Watson view.
Absolutely. Look for USJ to try to dial up some pressure off the edge.
So Milan out of the shotgun. Trey Lockett, the quarterback. Play action, back to throw. Swings it out and incomplete at midfield. Nice coverage applied there by the Bruins on the coverage. Boosted carriage, the pass intended for Cameron Oliver. So that's the Bruin defense, gives up 1 first down, but then forces the Bulldogs to turn it over.
Yeah, and it was all about great penetration. That time, Thad Pusakavich made a great play because Danny, let's face it, he's out on an island out here. You get that reception, he breaks the tackle. There's nobody.
Pusakavich back for the punt. Brooks also punts from Milan. There was a lot of contact there on that pass play. No flag. Brooks' punt is a low line driver. Will hit at the Bruin 30. Take a Milan roll inside the 25, roll inside the 20, and be down at the 14. Nice job on the punt by Brooks. He'll net 45 yards with no return.
You know something interesting about that formation that time, guys, for USJ? What do we always see when USJ returns punts? We see Thad Pustakavich and Will Smith back there. 2 returners. That time, Thad by himself. USJ tried to put a little pressure on the punter that time.
USJ offensively, and they did put pressure on him. The quarterback is Jacob Bowie. He's 6'5", and he's a great one, only a junior. While Smith, Ryan Miller, Braden Milan, the wide receivers. 1st and 10, Bruins, zone 14. Milan, shotgun. Milan takes the snap. He's back to throw. Swing pass, has it complete. To the 15, cutting back inside, and taking off his feet at the 17 is Ryan Miller. The gain is 3 yards. For USJ, at running back, Trevor Spencer and Peyton Taylor. Left tackle, Trey Smith. Left guard is Thomas Ivey. The center, Trey Corley. The right guard is Mario Nicholson. And the right tackle, J.P. Boyd. Officially, they say a gain of 5 to the 19. Back to the air. On the other side, complete. Smith has room. Smith to the 20. Cuts upfield. Has the 25 and taken off his feet at the 29. That's a Hughes Eye center of Jackson. First down, Bruins.
Boy, and so far, look, Milan's come out in a cover too right there, and both these routes have been underneath an intermediate right there between the hashes that time.
9:30 left first quarter, no score. Milan and USJ. USJ moving left to right on your radio dial. They move from their own 14 to their own 29 with a new set of downs. Here comes the blitz. Bowie back to throw. It's picked up. Bowie fires. Incomplete. Top of the screen looking for Will Smith. Let's go down to the sideline. An ace of Jackson update. Here's Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Fellas, as the Bruins open this series, they're giving us a different look. Ryan Miller started the first play, started out in the backfield. They moved him to a slot during this series. Then Peyton Taylor moves in the backfield. Haven't seen Trevor Spencer yet.
It is Taylor, the lone setback, with 4 wide receivers for quarterback Jacob Bowie. 2nd and 10 for the Bruins from their own 29. Here is Bowie with the snap, back to throw. Intercepted, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Well, for Milan, he's set on it. Jacques Norman Milan has done their homework, watching Seabass and the Bulldogs strike first on a pick six that covers 33 yards.
Yeah, and Jake would love to have that one back because he didn't read it. That backer broke perfectly well before that receiver ever even turned around. It's great coaching and execution there.
Out of the hole is 17, Blake Miller.
Noah Heidelberg in to attempt the PAT for Milan. The son of Ron. Snap, plays to the kick, all perfect, and with 9:05 left in quarter number one, our score, Milan 7 and USJ nothing on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Guns. One thing almost everyone agrees on is the importance of gun safety. Range USA is Jackson's only indoor shooting range, as well as being certified by the state of Tennessee to offer handgun carry permit classes. Range USA is open to the public Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 1 to 6. Range USA is also a licensed gun dealer selling guns, ammunition, targets, eye and ear protection, and more. Range USA of Jackson, located behind Taco Bell at 2310 North Highland, or call 35.
You're listening to USJ Sports on News Talk 101.5 FM, WNWS Jackson.
Well, the Bruins will have to come from behind tonight. View a pick six by Norman has the Bulldogs on top early, 7-0.
Yeah, and that's not something they've had to do a whole lot this season.
So Milan will kick off to the Bruins for the second time tonight. Landon Spain kicking. Here's Spain swinging his right leg through it. It's a high, short kickoff. It will be fielded at the 17, to the 20, to the 25, and then shoved backwards out at the 31. Griffin Laird on the return view.
Boy, and Griff's a fast kid, there's no doubt, with good moves. Nice little spin by the right hash. Kept those feet turning, picked up an extra 2 or 3.
Chuck, your thoughts here early, 7-0 Milan, just under 9 left first quarter.
Well, I tell you, USJ's shown that they can stop Milan's run a little bit, and Milan has shown that they can defend the pass, two things that no one would have thought coming in.
So Bowie, after the pick six, and now for the first time tonight, we see Trevor Spencer. I believe Spencer's in the backfield. Yes, Spencer's in there, along with Peyton Taylor, 2 running back sets. 3 wide receivers for Bowie out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Back to throw, goes underneath and incomplete, looking for Spencer. That one was on him before he turned around.
Yeah, right now, it's obvious that the MO is to keep everything underneath their intermediate routes right now. If I don't know if it has anything to do with the wind or not, but everything about 7 and in so far.
Well, Narrator, you on the field, the wind is whipping up here. How about down on the field level?
You don't feel it as much down here, but when Bowie come off the field, Coach Bradley said, look, they're buzzing these routes. Fellas, I'd look for something downfield pretty quick.
2nd and 10, Bruins from their own 30. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Underneath again, here is Miller. Breaks a tackle, 35-40. Outside the numbers, 45. Out near midfield, Ryan Miller has 16 yards and a huge size first down for the Bruins.
If your game plan revolves around getting Ryan Miller the ball as much as you possibly can, that's a winning game plan. This young man has turned into an unbelievable playmaker here in his junior year.
Yeah,
nice block, too.
Miller gets outside those numbers. Tackled out there by J.P. Boyd. Make it J.P. Porter. 1st and 10 Bruins. Their own 47-yard line, trailing 7-0, 8:49 left first quarter. 3 wide receivers. Bowie takes the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Bowie rolling right, looking downfield, firing downfield, and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, looking for Ryan Miller at the Bulldog 35-yard line. Defending that pass was Dylan Mayberry.
You know what? It was almost intercepted and then almost caught. And if Ryan Miller catches that ball at 6 points, that's a great break on the ball by the safety, though.
So the clock will stop with 8:42 left in quarter number one. Milan leads 7-0 on a Jacquez Norman pick six. Took it 33 yards to the house. This is the Bruins' second possession. Bowie shotgun. He's back to throw. Goes underneath. Has Miller. Has the 50. Has the 45. Has the 40. And Ryan Miller has the Bulldog 38, and he has 13 more yards and another huge Eisner first down.
Now, this is a chess match. Rusty said, okay, you're not going to play press coverage. You're going to stay off the ball. Then I'm going to throw quick hitches to Ryan Miller, have a lead blocker, and pick up 9-10 a shot.
And narrated the Bruins never huddle. They go to the line, the play clock at 25, and they survey the defense and make the call from the sideline.
Yeah, and they've gotten better as the year goes with that. That takes some kids that understand the system.
Play clock at 17. Bowie shotgun takes the snap. Here's a draw. Taylor straight ahead, breaks the tackle 35. Down to the Bulldog 32-yard line is Taylor. Has 7, maybe 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, and just good hard running. We've always said that Peyton Taylor needs more carries on the year. Still, it'll be interesting to see what the story is. Well, now here's the story right now. Trevor Spencer into the game now for the Bruins.
Second down and 3 from the Bulldog 32. 3 wide receivers set, 2 running backs set. Jacob Bowie out of the gun, takes the snap. Here's Bowie back to throw. Bowie pump fakes, now goes underneath and incomplete. He was looking for Spencer outside the numbers, releasing out of the backfield view, and that timing appeared to be off.
Boy, you're looking at 2 DBs on each receiver split outside of the hashes. They really, really want to take that outside corner away.
Yeah, that was behind Spencer. Had he hit him, he had some room to work on that far sideline. 2 wide receivers split far side, 1 bottom of the screen, and Milan jumps offside. And that's going to give the Bruins a first down. Ballard, who plays defense as well for Milan, was blitzing Bew, and Bowie drew him offside.
You know, Danny, it's one thing to be drawn off sides by a quarterback in his cadence. It's quite another to be drawn off by a quarterback in his cadence that's coming out of a shotgun. It's unacceptable.
Fair point, sir. 6-0 north side early against Hardin County. 1st and 10 Bruins, a Hughes Eisner first down from the Milan 27. Here is Bowie, shotgun formation, 4 wide. Bowie back to throw.
Oh, yeah.
Across the middle, it's complete to Ryan Miller at the 20. That's an easy 7 yards, narrator, just finding where the defense is not and setting down.
Yeah, you called it a while ago. It's very early here. It's turned into a chess match. We're going to take something away. If you're going to do that, we're going to take something back. So, y'all, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Looked like Miller did reach the 19. He was not a good spot. He's at the 20, but it is a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. The Bruins in the red zone. Here's Bowie rolling right, looking downfield. Looking. Now he'll run it, and he's cut down. They'll mark him near the first down marker. Let's go down to the narrator to see if he's picked up his first down.
Well, we're waiting on the spot now, fellas, and it looks like he's going to be a couple of yards short.
So a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, and I want to go back to that previous play. Boy, what a look off by Jacob Bowie. He completely froze 2 DBs for Milan and finding Miller on that release.
Well, they didn't give him a yard. It's 3rd and 3 from the 20. At the Milan 20, here are the Bruins trailing 7-0 with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Bowie shotgun. Here's Jacob back to throw. Across the middle. It's deflected and incomplete at the 15. That was also nearly intercepted.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play call by USJ, but it was even better defended that time by Milan. They're trying to take away that center. They see with Ryan Miller lining up in that slot close to Trey Smith, that's where they want to go.
Yeah, that's 2 Bulldogs had a shot at it. J.P. Porter nearly intercepted it. USJ's going for it on 4th and 3. They elect not to try the field goal. Play clock at 15. 3 wide receivers and 2 running backs for quarterback Jacob Bowie out of the shotgun. He will keep it and fire complete. 15, 10, at the 5, breaking a tackle at the 5, and finally spun down near the 3 on the reception. Peyton Taylor, play action. Taylor released out of the backfield, and USJ caught Milan looking for the run, apparently on 4th and 3.
You're absolutely right. Play action perfectly, and nobody's checking on Peyton Taylor, who releases just off that right edge. Great play call by Rusty.
They mark him at the 5. It's 1st and goal for the Bruins. Shotgun with 3 wide. Taylor in the backfield. Here is Bowie back to throw. Bowie fires. Bowie, it's deflected and incomplete. It looked like the Milan defender may have arrived early. No flag intended for Ryan Miller.
Yeah, on that coverage that time was Cameron Oliver, and he's all by himself with Ryan Miller. That's not a friendly place to be, but Oliver makes a big play.
Second and goal, USJ. Moving left to right on your radio dial. They're at the Milan 5 with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Milan leads 7-0. 3 wide, 2 running backs. Here's a draw. Straight ahead to the 2, to the 1, to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Campbell Carlock. How about that for a Carlock Nissan signing? Campbell, who hasn't played much offense this year, because of an injury, does this time, and he hits pay dirt.
Well, great job by the inside of that offensive line, but they've got that defense of the Bulldogs spread so thin.
Charles Campbell, quite possibly the best kicker in the States, in for the PAT. Will Smith, the holder. Snap, place, kick, all perfect. And with 6:29 left in quarter number 1, our new score, USJ 7, Milan 7 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Southern Trucks and 4x4 has opened a full-service auto and repair center. We now service and repair both diesel and gas vehicles in our new auto service and repair center. We have experienced service technicians and advanced technology that allows us to service most makes and models. We can accessorize your vehicle with market products or make modifications to your vehicle if required. At Southern Trucks and 4x4, we stand by our work and appreciate your business. Southern Trucks and 4x4 in Jackson on the 45 bypass.
To USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Bruin football being presented in blind by Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. Call 660-1052 for the free home inspection. Dan Reaves, Seabass, and Richard, the narrator Barber. Chuck Walker with us tonight. It's the Monday Night Football booth of 3. I think Chuck's going to be...
Oh, don't say
I feel like Dennis Miller.
I knew it.
Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
Here's Charles Campbell kick it off. Swings his right leg through it. It's a high kickoff. Porter will take it at the 5. 10, 15. Hammered at the 21 and taken down on a gorgeous tackle by the Bruins. That man that applied the hit was Palmer Casey, a 5'9", 196-pound junior for the Bruins. Buford?
Yeah, Palmer Casey's played well for the Bruins this year. And, hey, fellas, look, the Achilles heel of this team is kickoff coverage. No question about it. And tonight they've been fantastic so far.
Milan offensively. Jacob Rimmer. What is he, Buse? 6'7"?
About 6'7". About 280, 290.
That's all. So here are the Bulldogs. Ballard's the tailback. Lockard the quarterback. It's Ballard with the call from the 22, crosses the 25, and has the 27. Milan offensively. Smith the tight end. Lamartez Brooks, wide receiver. Luke Wynn, Ben Fry, Carson Bodiford, Lucas Fisher, the son of John Fisher, is left tackle over there. So here's Milan, second down and 5 from their own 27. To the air goes Lockett, has Brooks outside the numbers, 30, 35, breaking a tackle out near the 40 before he's taken off his feet. Brooks is dangerous, and he has a Bulldog first down.
And Brooks is not only elusive with great hands and great moves, but he's also strong as a bull. We've heard people refer to him as the best receiver in the state. Now, he's not the best receiver in the state, but he's one of the best around here for sure.
Pardon me, Lucas Fisher is left guard. Of course, Jacob Rimmer is the blind side, the left tackle. Taylor Lockard, the sophomore quarterback. Jordan Shepard's the fullback. Anthony Ballard's the tailback from Milan. 1st and 10 Bulldogs, their own 39. On the ground they go, over left tackle. 40, 45 outside the numbers into Bruin territory before he's dragged down. On the carry is Jaquez Norman, who had the pick 6 earlier. Norman has 15 and a Bulldog first down. And narrative, that's why the Bruins are worried about being gashed on the ground.
Yeah, our buddy Tim November just walked up. We were just talking, fellas, that they can't stop each other. We like to be here to midnight in a 75-70 game.
Works for me.
Works for me. Chuck, you got plans?
Wife's out of town. I'm just hanging out.
1st and 10 Milan into Bruin territory at the 48. Back to the ground. Ballard slips and he's hammered down behind the line of scrimmage back at the 50. Nice job, Bruins, with that run defense. Max, that time the front ball of the Bruins got penetration.
Well, watch this. It's actually Peyton Taylor. Look at it, playing in the middle, the A-gap. Peyton Taylor at 180, playing A-gap, splitting that center and that guard, getting there with making sure Ballard has nowhere to run.
How about that?
Wow, we know he's great off the edge, but now he's playing in the A-gap. Good grief.
Your thoughts on Taylor Lockard, the 5'11", 160 sophomore quarterback?
I think he manages a good game.
Blake walked down to 5. Lockard shotgun. Lockard will go to the air, fires. Brooks has it at the USJ 44, or make it the 46. Shakes a tackle and has the Bulldog 44. He'll be right at, let's call it 6 yards shy of his first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eli Browse saves USJ here. If he can't wrap up those feet and keep him from getting that first down, it may be a first down and even more than that. Big tackle.
I think Brooks has touched the ball more here in the first quarter than he touched it the entire game against Dyersburg.
It's the right game plan.
3rd down and 6. Bruins or Bulldogs at the Bruin 43. Here's Lockard. Caught, dropped in the backfield. He's taken down at the 45-yard line. He'll lose 3 yards, Bill.
You think that Jim Hardigree didn't know what was coming? He totally sold down in the box that time. And if they're able to break a tackle, or maybe get off tackle if the edge isn't set, that's a big game. But what about that Bruin D?
Well, decision time from Milan, and they have elected to punt it. It'll be 4th down and 7 after that loss of 3. Wells Smith and Thaddeus Pustakavage will drop back looking for the punts. Brooks punts it. He's the wide receiver, so you got to be awake here with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Brooks will punt it. High, spiraling. Fair catch is asked for and made by Pustakavage at the Bruins 7. And I know that's something that drives me crazy, and that's fair catches inside the 10 view. Why do you do it?
I'm not sure. You're seeing, for some reason, you were seeing a whole lot more of that throughout football on the high school level and on the college level. I don't have a good explanation. The only thing I can say is if you have an offense like USJ, you don't want to start at your 6, but it makes it a little bit easier.
Robinson to a text line said, quote Dan Reaves, it was a gorgeous tackle.
By Cher.
I can't ever get ahead. People make fun of me. I don't know why. 1st and 10, Bruins their own 7. Bowie to the air. Complete. Smith has it. Breaks the tackle, has the 10. Cuts back inside at the 15. Still on his feet. Breaking tackle to the 20. And Wells Smith is finally taken off his feet, but not before he's out to the 23. And that's a gain of right at 16, and a Hughes ice in a first down, and what a run after Catskill.
Well, it's a simple 5-yard out, and Wells Smith does the rest. He's known for his speed. There's no question about that, but he's running like a man possessed right there.
1st and 10, Bruins out to their own 23 with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter, 7 all. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Here is Bowie to the air, has Miller, has the 35. Pardon me, has the 25, has the 30, scampers out of bounds near the 33. He has 11, and another Hughes ice and a first down for the Bruins.
Well, Jeff Morris is so worried about being beaten second level and over the top that they are giving this to the Bruins, and I promise you, Rusty Bradley will take it all night long.
It's simple recognition, narrator. You play deep, he'll bust you underneath.
Yeah, and it's just up to Bowie to make sure that he gets that pass away, doesn't allow somebody to jump that route.
And how about a nice stiff arm, courtesy of Ryan Miller. 1st and 10 Bruins, their own 33. They moved from their own 7 in 2 plays. 4 wide, 1 running back set. Bowie to the air underneath again. Miller cuts back inside, 35, stretches to the 40, and just like that view, on first down, Miller and the Bruins have 8 more yards just going underneath.
Well, they say, well, are you going to run the ball more? That is a run, guys. That right there is an extension of your running game. The quick hitches right there on either side of the hash is if you play off like that, it's basically the running game.
And by the way, Bew, you were right. There's not a seat over there on the home stands now.
Who wouldn't want to be here tonight?
Yes. 2nd down. Let's call it 7. He reached the 40. Not a good spot again. Bowie shotgun. Bowie, there's a busted play. Bowie's in trouble, breaks a tackle, crossing the 40 out to the 41. So Bowie turns nothing into something. And now it'll be third down and about 3. Narrowed, is it just me or has USJ been receiving bad spots here in the first quarter?
You know, I hadn't been right at the line of scrimmage, so it's really kind of hard for me to criticize them when they're getting a better look at it tonight.
What about you, Bu?
I'm not real sure. On that one, it looked pretty close to being about right.
3rd and 2. Bruins, their own 41, with 3 wide receivers and 2 running backs for quarterback Jacob Bowie. Bowie, shotgun, takes the snap. He's back to throw. Goes underneath, caught. Here's Carlock. Carlock breaks a tackle, has the 45, stretches to the 46. Carlock needed 2. He got 6, and a huge ice to the first down for the Bruins.
Well, this is such an amazing play by Campbell Carlock because that ball ate him up. I mean, flat ate him up. He was able to snag it. It was out in front of him. Then he needed to break a tackle, did so, moved the chains.
Nice. How about it, Chuck?
I'm telling you, this is not the same USJ team I watched 2 years ago. And a lot of these kids are the same, but they're not the same.
42 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-all. Milan scored on a pick 6. They covered 33 yards. The Bruins had a beautiful drive with Campbell Carlock scoring on the ground. Here's Bowie back to throw. Bowie fires deep, sideline, caught at the 15. Will Smith. He caught it while he was falling, and he caught it beautifully as Jacob Bowie laid it up so nicely for his receiver.
Yeah, you're right. Perfect touch by Jacob Bowie. Gave him just enough air for Wells Smith to run under that football, and nobody goes and gets a football like 14.
Dylan Whitehead on the coverage. Back in the red zone with 15 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bruins 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 16. 4 wide for Bowie. Back to throw. Across the middle. Caught. Cutting inside. 10 has the 8 before he's cut down. That's Ryan Miller. Miller on first down will have right at 7. That'll do it for quarter number 1. At the end of 1, we're tied at 7. Milan and USJ on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
It's the middle of the night. You've locked your keys in your car and you need help right now. Crocker's Locksmith Service is the only licensed and insured 24-hour locksmith in the Jackson area. Jeremy Crocker can unlock your vehicle fast, day or night. He also can make new keys for almost any make or model vehicle, and he can rekey new or existing homes and commercial buildings without replacing expensive hardware. When you need a locksmith, right now, call 427-4111. Crocker's Locksmith Service, 427-4111. Your key to peace of mind. Back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, that wasn't too bad as far as not entertaining for a first quarter, tied at 7 view.
Yeah, no question about it. And at this pace, Ryan Miller's going to have 85 receptions tonight.
Oh, boy. Dan Reaves, Seabass, and Richard. The name of the Barber on the sideline. Chuck Walker with us tonight. Dan DiFilippo producing and directing. Paul Schulze, Lawson, Mann. You'll be able to watch the replay of this game tonight right after it finishes up live here. Milan does not allow live digital TV. But it'll be up right after the game. Not a problem. So USJ, 2nd down and 2 from the Milan 8. We're tied at 7 as we begin the second quarter. Bowie out of the shotgun. Bowie, play action, will keep it. Around right in. Bowie outside the numbers, has the 5. Bowie is in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Jacob Bowie. The bootleg around the right end view. And he hits the pylon, and the Bruins hit pay dirt.
We said we wanted to know about zone read, and Jacob Bowie saw that in, crashed down, and when he did, saw the right edge open right up. We told you Jacob Bowie can run the football. He just hasn't because of that injury in the offseason.
Boy, I wish Jacob Bowie's mother's in front of us. And there's no way we're going to ask her to sit down.
No.
When they stand, it blocks our signal. But who's going to tell her to sit down? That's her baby boy making those plays.
I don't think she's going to care if you tell her.
Here's Charles Campbell in for the PHC. Campbell's kick is up, and his kick is good. And with 11:53 left in the first half. On you score, USJ 14, Milan 7 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Technology has changed the way we watch and listen to sporting events today. Streaming live video on our smartphones, interactive live blogs, virtual tweets, and vines as technologies to make banking easier and more convenient for you. Online banking, mobile check deposit, remote business banking. At Simmons Bank, you can conduct your business anytime you use Simmons Bank in Jackson. Please join us in supporting high school athletics, academics, and more. Visit Simmons Bank on Oil Road and Carriage House Drive in Jackson. Member FDIC.
Well, I hope you're able to keep up with all that. We may as well start talking as well. Hey, it's a way to get some more inventory on there. We play 3 spots at one time.
There you go. Y'all need some.
Dan DeFilippo producing and directing. That was not his fault, by the way. There's a ghost in the machine. Dan Reaves, Seabass, right to the narrator, Barber. Dan DeFilippo, as I mentioned, producing and directing. Chuck Walker with us. Charles Campbell set the kickoff for the 3rd time. He swings his right leg through it. It's a high-hanging kick that will be taken at the 1. Here's Porter, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's got room, 30. Has the 35 and tripped up at the 40-yard line by Leffridge. Had he not, Leffridge got a piece of Porter, he may have taken it all the way to Porter House.
You know, not bad. I'll tell you what, though, how many times have we seen that ball get caught at about the half-yard line only to be returned to the 40 or better? This is what we were talking about. That's a lot more like the coverage we're used to seeing out of this team so far. It's the main thing they got to work on.
Narrator, your thoughts here with 11:45 left in the second quarter. The Bruins taking the lead for the first time, 14-7 over Milan.
2 quick things, fellas. On that long pass to Will Smith, Rusty Bradley had called the play, checked out of it, sent a signal in, looked like a Soul Train dancer. They completed the long pass.
Lockard, shotgun. Lockard hands off. Ballard, left tackle. Ballard from the 40. Ballard has the 45 on the ground and is tackled at the 46. That's a gain of 6 on first down.
That's good hard running. And Ballard's a cat that's just a junior, but there's a lot of Division I schools that are taking a look at him. Man, look at the push by that offensive line by Milan. They blow that USJ front off the ball about 5 yards. That's probably the best executed offensive line play I've seen so far.
Adamsville 14, Dyersburg nothing, first quarter. 2nd and 3. Bulldogs from their own 47. Lockard out of the gun. Lockards will hand it off and hammer it at the line. Maybe stretching for a yard. On the carry is for the Bulldogs is Jaquez Norman, a 5'11", 170-pound. Only a sophomore, View. He has the pick 6. Great athlete he is.
Well, look at the contact here. Wesley Craig up on the line playing press coverage and helping in run support. Sheds that blocker and just lays a lick on Norman there. Good grief.
Rusty Bradley is USJ's head coach. His defensive coordinator, Jim Hardigree. His offensive line coach, his father, Mark Bradley, who used to coach UT's offensive line. 3rd and a long 3. On the ground, Norman has the first down at midfield, breaks a tackle into Milan territory and a stiff arm to the Bulldog 44. A nice run by the sophomore Norman to round out the coaching staff for USJ View. Tyler Pascal, Bryce King, who played here at Milan, then went on to Lambeth. Nick Stamper is on the staff as strength and conditioning coordinator. Christy Golden, the trainer. It's quite a staff, isn't it?
You got that, one of the best in the state.
1st and 10 Milan into USJ territory at the Bruin 43. Shotgun for Lockard. The handoff. No, Lockard will keep it. Has room around the end. Has the 35. Has the 30. Has the 25. Cuts back inside at the 20 and stretches out to the 16. And that was coming. Lockard does that, and he does it well with that ball handling skill, View, which is very important in this offense.
Well, you got that right. This old dog was totally fooled right here, and Rhett Peel was too. He crashed down, takes the ball carrier. That left nobody there for the quarterback.
So Milan 1st and 10. Their deepest penetration. They're at the Bruin 15. Back to the ground, straight ahead, inside the 15. Twisting down is Walker to the 11. Walker, Spencer Walker, who hasn't played much running back since the emergence of Ballard, but he's big on defense, getting some shots here on offense for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, no surprise. Both teams going to their strengths, and it's working for them.
The gain was 4 yards from Milan. It's 2nd and 6 from the USJ 11. Lockard under center. Lockard hands it off. Walker inside the 10, down to the 5, and he's going to have a first down at the 3. Walker looked like he was shot out of a cannon, narrator.
Yeah, he's got explosiveness. You know, this Milan team right now has made some adjustments, able to do what they want to do. That zone read, that big play was huge, guys.
Boy, Jordan Shepard, the fullback that time, with a crushing lead block that opened up the hole that time for Spencer Walker.
Eli Browse on the tackle that saved the touchdown. With 8:48 left in the second quarter, it's USJ 14 and Milan 7. This is the first time Milan in the first half has put together a drive. Their touchdown came on a pick 6 by Norman that covered 33 yards, Bass.
Yeah, and it started, with good field position, right, Reeves? You get the ball at your own 40-yard line.
Yep.
And secondly, the push by this Milan offensive line on this drive is far more impressive than the other drives before. They're really getting off the ball well.
This game is presented in part by Outback Steakhouse of Jackson. Hey, fellas. Open till 11 o'clock tonight after the game. Let's go have a bloomin' onion burger.
All right.
Chuck's wife's out of town. He's got a little freedom.
I could do it.
Yeah. Any other time, he couldn't.
I'd have to just check in, just send a text or so.
Chuck's checking it in.
Also by Ace Hardware of Jackson, by Carlock Nissan, by the Allison Insurance Group, by King Jewelers. Hey, forget about the cookie cutters. How about a unique piece created by Grover King? Conrad Drive and Bass, a brand new location, the second location, King Jewelers downtown.
Yeah, right there downtown next to Mitch Carter and his studios. Beautiful new place.
First and goal, Milan, they mark him at the Bruin 3. Lockard, the quarterback, under center I formation. Ballard's right tackle. Ballard's is dropped around the 1, and wow, and now they say touchdown. Ballard, the official says, kept his feet, and we're about to take a look on the Hughes Ice Center instant replay to see if it was a good call. It was a very late call by the official.
I don't have to. His knee hit the ground. This is unbelievable.
Ballard was spun. Yep. Did it hit Paul? See if we could get another look at that and see if that knee hit.
It did.
Left knee. Watch the left knee, Danny. No question.
So the Ballard was hit at the 4.
Right here. Yep.
The extra point was up and good. Let's see, and that's a great frame stop right there, Paul. I can't really tell. That's what you said.
Yeah, that knee came. That's on the rollover, but that knee was on the ground.
Well,
yeah, I saw what Bass saw. It was definitely on the ground.
Beautifully done by Worthy Road Studios. Paul Schulze, Lawson, Mann. You'll be able to watch that replay tonight after the game. The extra point by Milan was up and good, and with 8:23 remaining,
Guys,
in the second quarter, we're tied at 14. The narrator is down on the sideline, and I think he wants to talk. Narrator, go.
I got something I want to say, Dow. Now, we had the November 9 standing with the same angle the side official had, and as the rollover came, to us, it looked good. Now, certainly we didn't have the angle y'all have in the replay, but we looked at each other and said, he never touched, his knee never touched. So, if it did it before the actual rollover.
Well, again, we have certainly the advantage on the slow motion instant replay. But narrator, I can go with any call as long as it's emphatic, and that one came very late. From the 5 to the 10 to the 15, and take it down before he reaches the 20. On the return is Miles Ingram. And, these officials do a great job. Maybe he got it right, maybe he didn't. Not that big a deal. But the point I was making about if you make a call, I can live with it if it's emphatic and right away. When you delay, it causes a lot of questions.
Yeah, and I can absolutely see why that would be, why it would look like he didn't hit the ground with that knee. He did, but, it's such a bang-bang thing.
Absolutely.
I got no problem with that.
And the narrator was right there in Tim, and they thought it was a touchdown as well. So
look at this.
These officials do a great job.
11 yards off the ball.
USJ first and 10, their own 16. Bowie back to throw, goes underneath. It's complete on the far side out to the 20 and taken down just across the 20 at the 22. The gain is 3 yards, maybe 4 for the Bruins. And yes, over here on the near side near Seabass, there is a lot of cushion by those cornerbacks.
Yeah, no question. And Jacob can just throw those quick hitters all night.
So Bowie goes shotgun, second down. Here's Bowie back to throw. Goes over the top underneath. Ryan Miller has it at the 26. And that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. It'll bring up third down and about a yard for the Bruins.
Well, guys, what Bowie is freezing the linebackers because he's looking at the receiver out here, out on the wide side, but Miller's releasing inside, and the backer thinks he's throwing it out. That's why that's open.
I want to call him Dallas Clark because Ryan Miller looks like Dallas Clark.
Good call.
He caught that with his fingertips just off the carpet. Gorgeous catch by Ryan Miller. Third and a yard. The Bruins at their own 25. We're tied at 14 with 7 minutes left in the first half. USJ to the air. Miller cuts back inside, breaks a tackle and cut down at the 29. And Ryan Miller has a Bruin first down presented by the Hughes Ice Center on Stonebridge and Jackson.
Man, that's candy from a baby, Danny, on a 4-man front right there and nobody shadowing Miller. They could have pitched it. They could have thrown it quick to him, or they could run right off of Trey Smith with only a small defensive end in front of him.
Michael Osborne also working to make it all happen tonight. Says Murfreesboro Oakland 21, Haywood 6 in the first half. First and 10 Bruins from our own 29. Bowie back to the air. Goes across the middle. It's high and incomplete. Porter may have had a shot at it, but it was deflected off of Ryan Miller's fingertips. Milan tonight has not applied very much pressure whatsoever on quarterback Jacob Bowie.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to when you only bring 3 or 4 because USJ is fantastic at pass pro.
Second and 10. Clock stop. 6:36 left. Second quarter. We're tied at 14. Milan and USJ, the Bruins at their own 29. Bowie back to the air. Has Smith at the 31, and he's tackled immediately. It's a gain of 2 yards. And now, narrator, you would think that's Rusty Bradley. His offense is setting Milan up to bust him over the top.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened a while ago on the long throw to Will Smith. One of the things Jeff Morrison talked to his team about at halftime, guys, USJ's picked up a lot of yards after catch, a lot of yards after contact. They broke some tackles.
Third down and long this time, 3rd and 8. Bowie goes shotgun with 3 wide and 2 running backs. Bowie, play action, he's back to throw. Bowie has a man open, caught at the 35, outside the numbers to the 40, and diving for the first down on a beautiful ride after catch. Travers Spencer, and that's Bowie just taking what Milan gives him.
And it's Rusty Bradley executing a great off. Look, they'll take this left side and bring everything out back into the middle, but then release Trevor Spencer out of the backfield. How do you account for that? It takes the back way too long to get over there, man. That's just great play calling. Holy cow.
Hughes Ice Center first down for the Bruins. New line of scrimmage for USJ. Our own 43. 4 wide this time, 1 running back. Bowie shotgun snap, swing pass to the running back Carlock outside the numbers. Campbell has the 44 before he's taken off his feet. The gain is a yard on first down for the Bruins.
You know, and against some other teams, that's going to be a successful play on that swing pass out of the wide side flat. But that's just a great play by Milan, and I believe it's Martez Brooks. That's exactly who it is. He cuts that angle off, and he's such a fantastic athlete.
2nd and 9. The Bruins from their own 44-yard line. We're tied at 14. USJ moving right to left on your radio dial. Here's Bowie from the shotgun. He'll hand it off. And it's a fumble. It's a scramble for it at the line of scrimmage. I think USJ was able to recover it. Carlock did recover his own fumble. But Nash, that will set up a 3rd down and 10 for the Bruins.
Well, then we said USJ can't turn the football over. They've already got a pick 6, and then they put it on the ground there. Luckily, they come back with it.
Nice play by Campbell to keep his head up and get on that ball. 3rd and 10 Bruins from their own 43. 4 wide receivers. Spencer the lone setback. Quarterback Jacob Bowie out of the gun with 8 on the play clock. Bowie takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up. Here's the pass dropped. Milan dropped it. He had first down yardage and just took his eyes off and dropped it.
Boy, that's a 10-yard out by Braden Milan. Bowie throws a strike out to the left, and I think Braden was trying to turn up because he probably needed about a yard after the catch, trying to turn up and get that yard before he made the catch. That's exactly what happened.
So USJ will be forced to punt for the first time, and look out. Lamartez Brooks has brought back multiple punts to the house this year, but Will Smith is probably the best punter in the state, or one of. He should get his foot into it near his own 30. Here's Wells. High end over end punt. Brooks has a chance at the 20. To the 25, breaks a tackle outside the numbers 30, and he's brought down there. Not the best punt by Will Smith, but it was certainly effective. It covers 35 yards and is brought back 6.
That's just a great job by your guys getting down there quickly because there wasn't a lot of hang time on that punt either. It got there to Brooks' hands very quickly, and that's the kind that can return to the house in a hurry. So great job by that front of USJ getting down there and
On
covering.
a sideway of Jackson sideline report, here's Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Well, guys, we're down to 4 minutes for this half. You know Milan would love to grind this ball down, score right at the end of the half, get in the locker room with a lead.
So Milan first and 10 from their own 30. On the ground they go, left side, moving from the 30 out to the 32. Norman on the carry. Milan now goes back to the shotgun with Lockard, the sophomore quarterback.
First time we've seen them run to the weak side, too, and instead of a strong formation, they go to the weak side. USJ generally defends the weak side pretty well.
The second 7 for the Bulldogs.
Palmer Casey, the 5'9", 196-pound junior for USJ on the tackle. Lockard, shotgun. 2 wide receivers. He'll keep it on the ground. Norman, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Now Quez Norman is hit pay dirt twice, and Milan reclaims the lead. That covers 67 yards. That guy's going to be a star. He's only a sophomore.
Well, I mean, good grief. Another great lead block once again. Eli Browse gets kicked out by the fullback, and after that, there's nobody there. They have to set that edge right off tackle, or it'll continue to happen.
And to attempt the point after for Milan is Noah Heidelberg. Snap, place, and the kick. All perfect, and with 3:15 left in the second quarter, our new score, Milan 21 and USJ 14 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Big clearance sale going on right now at Mattress Warehouse. Closeouts on Bed Boss memory foam. But hurry, they won't last long. At Mattress Warehouse, we have a new line of premium gel foam now in stock. Sealy & Stearns and Foster closeouts. Twins from $99 to $199. Queens from $199 to $999. Mattress Warehouse has it at a price you can afford. Quality is always sale at the best prices in Jackson. All in stock for same-day delivery or pickup. Mattress Warehouse. 2 locations. Freeway next to Dollar General and 1926B South Highland.
Now, back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, narrator Milan, I was there last week. They slept walk in Dyersburg, and they're awake tonight, however. Only the narrator's taking a nap now.
Wow.
And the narrator getting set for the playoffs. Here's the kick by Heidelberg. Going to come down at the 5. It's fumbled around, picked up 10, 15, in trouble at the 15, and tackled at the 17 after bobbling that kickoff is Miles Ingram. Here's an ace of Jackson sideline reporting Richard, the narrator Barber.
Well, we just talked about maybe Milan would want to grind one out, score late in the half. They didn't have to do that. Now USJ's got an opportunity to answer. Plenty of time with 3 minutes to go here in the half for USJ to use that short passing game, get downfield, and try to get this thing tied up to get to the locker room at half.
Well, Bass, USJ will get the second half kickoff, so if they can't get in the end zone, it's 21-14. Milan Lead has changed hands, 3 times already. 3:07 left, second quarter. Here's a shovel pass going nowhere. That was eaten alive at the line of scrimmage by Thomas Burns. He's 6'2" and 265 pounds. If he's I think he's a few biscuits over 265. He's a big guy.
Here's why I don't like that, guys, because Milan hasn't been getting any penetration right there in between the tackles. They've been stoned right there.
It's a loss of 2. Back to the 12. USJ 3 wide, 2 running backs. Here is Bowie out of the gun, back to throw. Pump fake, goes down the sideline. Caught by Wells Smith out at the 27. That's a gain of 14. That's a Hughes ice and a first down. Wells Smith doing what he does so beautifully, Beal, running those timing patterns.
Boy, and Jacob Bowie doing what he does so well. That is a monster throw and a difficult throw. That 10, 15-yard out for a high school quarterback that far to the wide side.
Because he threw it about 50 yards.
Yeah, that's a bullet right there. Not everybody can do that.
Make it 1st and 10. New line of scrimmage, the Bruins zone 26. Here is Bowie under pressure, stepping up. Bowie looking, rolling right. Bowie throwing, Bowie, it is incomplete. On the sideline, looking for Reynolds, broken up by Atkinson.
Yeah, he was looking for Garrett Reynolds. He rolls to the short side here. First time they got a little bit of pressure on him. He almost makes a mistake here. That was pretty well defended.
2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Clock stops on the incompletion. 2:06 left, second quarter. The Bruins at their own 26, moving right to left on your radio dial. Here's Bowie, back to throw. Bowie steps up. Bowie fires. Bowie drops. Well, Smith had it at the 38, but dropped it. He had 11 yards if he could have hauled it in and dropped it.
Well, and, Bowie steps up beautifully in the pocket that time. A little pressure from the A-gap and throws a dart right there. That's a pass Wells got to make. Or catch, excuse me.
Ball covered there by the Bulldogs. Blake Miller. 3rd and 10 with 1:58 left in the first half. 21-14 Milan leading USJ. Here is Bowie back to throw. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up. Going deep down the sideline and overshooting Wells Smith into double coverage. Tried that hitch and go, that pump fake, and Milan didn't bite on it that time.
Yeah, they tried that feint and go, but it was well, there was something wrong with Wells' route. I don't think he could get through after the fan, but it was also well defended by the safety over the top. He was in perfect position.
Porter back there. So, narrator, USJ, Milan is more than any other opponent we've seen this year has done a good job of slowing this offense down.
Yeah, that was one of the concerns that they had coming into the game. Are they going to be able to do that? First half, they've been done a pretty good job with.
Here's Wells Smith punting under heavy pressure. He's hit. The flag comes out. Here's Brooks at the 40. Outside the numbers, 45. Makes a move. Has the 50. And is tackled at the Bruin 47. But there's a flag down. It looks like running into the punter. I don't know if it's an automatic 15 or not. It's in high school. So let's see. He didn't motion for the personal foul. But, narrator, I'm not clear on that rule. Are you?
Well, yeah, I think it's just a 5-yard penalty because he didn't give the personal foul sign. It's the difference between roughing and running into.
So it is a 5-yard penalty, and it remains 4th down. Instead of 4th and 10, it's 4th and 5. The Bruins, looks like they're considering maybe rolling the dice here. But Basher at their own 31-yard line, and it's only a 7-point deficit with 1:39 left in the first half.
I love this offense and believe in it as much as anybody. That would be beyond a high-stakes gamble right there. You punt this football, you try to make it it's a 7-point deficit at the half. Go in, you get the ball first to start the third quarter.
So
wow.
Wait a minute. Let's see.
They declined it.
Yeah. I don't think they wanted to give Brooks another shot, Bill. But with Wells Smith's ability, I don't know. So it was only a 5-yard penalty. The Bruins decline it, or I think they have the option of actually taking that penalty, either in repunting it or taking it at the end of the run, and they take it at the end of the punt return. And so, and I agree with that call. Milan will have it at the Bulldog 43-yard line. 1st and 10, but a minute 39 still left, and Milan has all 3 timeouts, leading by 7 for the second quarter. Here's Lockhart. Lockhart will hand it off, or he will keep it this time, from the 43, crossing the 45, and tackled at the 47. He has 3, maybe 4 yards, or close to 4 yards at first. And Lockhart is a master at ball handling.
Yeah, Lockhart keeps that ball till the very last second. He reads that edge and then decides to keep it. He's also a good after-contact runner.
Milan chooses not to stop the clock. It's 2nd and 6. A minute 10 left first half. Here's Ballard right side. Ballard from the 47 has the 50. And he's taken off his feet there. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 here from Milan. Clock moving. 57 seconds and counting left in the first half.
Well, this is what I mean by Eli Browse setting that edge that time, forcing the ball back inside.
3rd and 3 in midfield. Here's Ballard. Norman cutting back, has the 45 of USJ and has the 42 and has a Bulldog first down. Jaquez Norman is owning this game offensively and defensively.
Well, you have to have backside contained. Somebody has to stay there because the bounce back is always a possibility. The cutback is always there, especially with these explosive backs by Milan.
Taylor had his shots, but couldn't get him down. Lockett will go to the air. He'll go deep down the sideline for Brooks. And incomplete. Well covered by Wells Smith, but Brooks can still make those catches. He's 6'2" with leaping ability and huge hands.
Yeah, he can. And any other DB for USA, and I'm a little bit concerned, but Wells' ability to recover because of his speed and his ability to go up. We've seen him high point the ball as a receiver, does the same thing as a defender, knocks it down.
Brooks had a shot at it, but Smith just didn't panic and slapped it away.
Swatted it right out of his hand.
It was a nice pass.
That was a good pass by the sophomore quarterback. Milan has some young superstars in the making. Lockhart, shotgun. Lockhart to the air. Brooks has it. Brooks at the 35, and Brooks will be taken off his feet there. Clock down to 17 seconds left, second quarter.
Boy, and you see these lead blockers, these receivers in the slot. They're in charge of being lead blockers for Martez Brooks when he gets that ball. You see number 3, kick out right there. And he gets it up, but Porter takes up that defender. That's his only job. Does a good job of it, too.
Yeah. Milan burns a timeout with 17.7 seconds left. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Milan at the Bruin 35. USJ leads Milan leads USJ 21-14 with 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Quite an atmosphere here, huh, Chuck?
Yeah, it is. I tell you what, and boy, the visitors' stands are just as full as the home stands. Man, they packed this thing out, didn't they? Everybody's excited about this game.
You know, we promoted this game to be streamed live on our digital TV network all week long, and still a packed house here. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Milan with a 3rd down and 4 from the Bruin 35. Quarterback, Lockhart, shotgun. Lockhart hands it off Norman around left end. Norman breaks the tackle, has the 30, and is escorted out of bounds at the Bruin at 26 and another first down. And now we talked about it, Norman is having a huge first half, the sophomore.
Yeah, he is, and the Milan backfield's a little bit light, fellas. And Spencer Walker, you might remember, right at the end of the first quarter, took a lick. We couldn't tell if it was shoulder or head, but they took him directly to the locker room, and he'd had several carries in the first half.
That's a big loss. Not only does that take our number 1 running back out, but it forces Campbell Carlock to play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Walker, Ballard, and Norman, a trifecta.
No, Spencer Walker, the Bulldogs running back.
Here is Milan. Pump fake going deep down the sideline. This ball is deflected, And incomplete. Okay, narrator, we were a little, you mentioned, we were talking Spencer, and then you jumped to Milan. Now, what exactly were you saying there?
It was Spencer Walker, the Milan running back. Trevor Spencer is the USA running back, but it was Spencer Walker, the Milan back, that they took to the locker room.
Okay, and that's huge, narrator, because he's one of their best defenders, and that's something he hasn't done much this year because Jeff Morris wanted him to concentrate on defense, and ironically, he plays him on offense tonight, so he loses him. And Milan will have to burn a timeout now with 4.9 seconds left in the first half. It's 21-14. Milan leading USJ Butte. Milan's on the Bruin 26. And its scoreboard showing one timeout left from Milan. I thought that was their third. Maybe they haven't updated it, but even if you do have one timeout, you either have to go to the end zone or attempt a field goal.
And the question is, and the wind's not quite as heavy. The flag's still whipping a little bit, but it's 43 yards. I don't think you're going to get a lot of wind at the back. Question is, does Jeff Morris believe his kicker can connect from 43, or will they go to the end zone?
Heidelberg is a very good kicker.
And a good warm-up.
Guys, they do, in fact, have one more timeout.
So the narrator has confirmed that. The scoreboard is accurate. And Milan does have a timeout. But it would be very tough to run a play and get a timeout before. Well, Tennessee showed you, right?
Yeah, you got to be defending end zone right here.
This may be the final play of the first half. Lockert, shotgun, back to throw. Lockert looking, firing, and across the middle and incompletes. He was looking for Brooks across the middle, and that's going to do it for the first half. Why the first half? 3 lead changes in the first half. The home team will go to the locker room with a 21-14 lead, and we'll go to the sideline with an Ace of Jackson report. Here's the narrator with USJ head coach Rusty Bradley.
Thanks, guys. Coach, real entertaining first half. They break off a big play. We're able to grind the ball some. What do we need to do here for this second half? What adjustment?
I think we need to try to sustain the run game just a little bit, enough to keep them honest. They're so big and physical up front. That's going to be hard, but we got to try to establish some type of run game up front. And then honestly, just try to execute. We had a couple of drops there late in the second quarter that stopped a couple of drives there. So we got to execute better and then try to eliminate their big plays, obviously.
Anything offensively or defensively they surprised you with?
No, not really. They're playing a lot more zone coverage than what they had showed on film. They're doing some, in certain safeties going to cover 3 and doing some things, playing a lot more zone coverage, forcing you to be patient, taking away the big play. So we've got to execute and just be patient in the passing game.
Coach, we'll catch you after the game. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The rest of the narrator, Barber, with USJ coach Rusty Bradley. Blackman leads Southside 31-0 at halftime. Northside. Oh, how about Donnie Nicky's team? 19-7 over Hardin County second quarter. Murfreesboro, Oakland, 42-6 over Haywood County. That game near halftime now. Henry County, Dixon County tied at 7. Adamsville was on top of Dyersburg 14-0. Dan, I don't know if you have an update on that one, but that was a first quarter score. I'll take that as a no. But Adamsville and Dyersburg.
Adamsville is ahead 21-0 at the half.
Wow, Dan. How about that? Lord of mercy. Dan, thank you so much. Nothing like putting a producer on the spot, and Dan shuffles around and gets the scores. Dan DiFilippo, that's why he's the best in the business. This game is presented in part by our friends over at Ace Hardware of Jackson, Community Bank, Sakura Japanese Restaurants, the Hughes Eye Center, Victory Honda Service Department, Outback Steakhouse in Jackson, by the Allison Insurance Group, by King Jewelers, by Brandon Jones at State Farm Insurance, by Blue Hawaiian Pools and Spas, Sycamore Financial with Les Jacobs and Rob Tucker, 5 Star Realty, Kenny Sutherland, what a great American he is there, by Garrett's Plumbing and Heating, by Simmons Bank, by Allen Vines Automotive of Jackson, Old Town Spaghetti Store, Best One Tire and Service Center of Jackson, Veterans Motors, Williams Equipment and Supply, Mitchell's Body Shop, Young Hughes Insurance. Also presented by our friends over at Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. You see them on the screen right there, 660-1052. You also hear Chuck Walker with us tonight. Great to have Chuck here. By Bumpus Harley-Davidson on Carriage House Drive. And by the Donahoe firm, Mark Donahoe, attorney at law in downtown Jackson. We'll be right back with a halftime show. Seabass and Steve Murphy, who played his high school football right here, and Chuck Walker, along with Dan DiFilippo. Right after this, at halftime, it's Milan 21 and USA 14 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
When it comes to your health, trust is everything.
When a knee injury threatened his career, Peyton Manning trusted one team.
I chose the people at Tenova Healthcare.
When you need emergency medical care, Tenova Healthcare in Jackson, Dyersburg, and Martin. We work to have you initially seen by a medical professional in 30 minutes or less. That's our pledge. Tenova Healthcare.
I trusted them then. I trust them now.
Jackson is owned in part by physicians.
No one can match this deal. We will match any national tire rebate dollar for dollar. This is Jackson. Make sure if you're shopping for tires, you take advantage of Victory Honda's matching tire rebate program. This means if you buy a tire that is offering a $70 manufacturer rebate, Victory Honda of Jackson will match it dollar for dollar with an additional $70 rebate, doubling your savings. That's a $140 rebate on your new tires. And if the tires you want are not running a rebate, Victory Honda will give you a $50 rebate paid immediately. Matching tire rebates only at Victory Honda Jackson.
Going for gold at Carlock Nissan of Jackson.
The Olympics are underway, and Carlock Nissan of Jackson is
going for gold.
That's right, folks. There will be no bronze or silver medals at Carlock Nissan on Van Drive.
They're gonna smoke the competition.
Now through the end of the month, Carlock Nissan is offering $4,000 off brand new 2016 Versa sedans or Sentras. Your choice. Come in, pick out the color, and you will save $4,000 off. It's that simple. $4,000 off any brand new Sentra or Versa sedan in stock. Carlock Nissan has over 40 different ones to choose from. Go for the gold at Carlock Nissan of Jackson on Van Drive.
Does not include dealer installed options. Customers must qualify for all incentives and retailing.
Hurry, these prices will disappear as fast as runners going for the gold. Carlock Nissan, 495 Van Drive in Jackson.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. I recently went on a trip and found a quote hanging in the employee area. It read, "Own the customer's problem until it's resolved." It was hanging on the wall in an area that each employee would see before they entered their place of work. Over the years, I hope that we at Southeastern have always done that, but it was a good thing to read to stay on the top of my mind. Every pest control company has access to the same products to protect your home from pest and termite. What makes us different is the way that we go to market. At Southeastern, we don't believe that you should have to spend thousands on quality termite protection for your home, so we keep our overhead low. We don't believe that a fungus treatment and moisture protection in your crawl space should require a bank loan. We believe in doing things the right way at a fair price and building our business customer by customer instead of dollar by dollar. Please give us an opportunity to earn your business for all of your termite and pest control needs, brown recluse treatments, yard fogging for mosquito elimination, moisture barriers and wood fungus treatments, attic insulation, additions, home repairs, or just about anything else. Call me 24 hours a day at 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
You need to sell your home? Maybe you were thinking of hiring your friend that's a real estate agent. Bill Way here to tell you hiring the wrong real estate agent can cost you a whole lot of time and money. Keep your friends and hire the agent I would hire to sell my home. I'm talking about my friends Todd and Beth Haltom of the Haltom Real Estate Group. I've been telling you about Todd and Beth for many years, and the fact is their marketing is on a whole different level than the average agent. As the top team in Central West Tennessee ranked by the Wall Street Journal, week after week they attract hundreds of buyers, create demand, and on average sell a home every other day of the year for top dollar. That's why Todd and Beth can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they're going to buy it. Plus, if you're not happy with the Haltom Home Team, you can fire them. Trust me, that's not going to happen. It's no accident myself and real estate tycoon and Shark Tank star Barber Corcoran recommend Todd and Beth Haltom and the Haltom Home Team out of all the real estate agents in Jackson. Call the Haltom Home Team today at 499-1993. That's 499-1993. Or go online to haltomhometeam.com.
Certain terms and conditions may apply. 731-984-2200.
Proud to be the official flagship station for USJ Bruins sports. WNWS Jackson. News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, we're here at the half in Milan, Tennessee at Johnny Hale Stadium. Your score, what a game it's been so far. The Milan Bulldogs leading your USJ Bruins 21-14. What a game it's been. A pick six for Milan. And early in the first quarter was the way we got started. USJ comes back with a great answer, then scores again, takes a 14-7 lead. Then Milan marches back down. They score and score one more time on a 67-yard touchdown run by Norman. Norman's been the difference in the first half for the Milan Bulldogs. They are very blessed with Walker, Ballard, and Norman, three phenomenal playmakers. But you got to give a lot of credit as well to Taylor Lockhart, the sophomore quarterback. He's managed a very good game. He's ran the ball well and passed it when he's needed to as well. This is about what we expected. I don't think there's any question about it. We didn't feel like either one of these teams was going to run off and leave the other. But I think, and I feel pretty comfortable in saying this, Steve Murphy, that there's a lot of people here in Gibson County that are seeing USJ for the first time tonight and saying, you know, I heard they were good, but this doesn't really look like the USJ team that I'm used to seeing. They're big, they're physical, they can do a lot of things, and I think they maybe caught some people off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I was impressed with their size. They've got a great-looking offensive front line and one of the top recruits at tackle, and they have played very, very well. They've run the ball when they needed to, and they've hit that pass in the flat just repeatedly over and over again. So if they continue to do what they're doing, this is going to be who scores last wins the ball game.
Well, and you know, something that was interesting is that Milan, with 4 seconds left, had an opportunity to kick a 43-yard field goal, chose instead to go into the end zone. Now, there's a lot of wind and it's swirling tonight. There's no question about that. Now, it's funny, right now that flag is dead on the pole, but when they were out there a minute ago, that wasn't the case. Now, I can tell you with great certainty that Rusty Bradley's running Campbell out there from 43 yards with 4 seconds left. You wonder if this comes down, if it happens to come down to a field goal at the last minute, that certainly has to be advantage Bruins right there. Charles Campbell is a fantastic kicker without question. Now, we got a lot to get into, but there's only about 5 or 6 minutes before we get ready for the third quarter. So, Dan DiFilippo, you know what you got to do. You fire up that music, crank it up, and get ready to let everybody know what's going on around West Tennessee in high school football. We'll do that, then take a 2-minute break, come back and get you ready for third quarter action live from Johnny Hale Stadium. Your score at the half, Milan leading USJ 21-14. Now, here is the man with the plan, Dan DiFilippo, back at the studio. Take it away, Dan.
Thank you, Seabass. And yes, you just have Milan leading USJ by 7, 21-14. It's halftime, and as we take a look at some other halftime scores, we find that Jackson Northside has a 19-14 lead over Hardin County this evening. Also all over Jackson Southside, 45-0. It's Ripley over Dyer County just by 2. That's at the half. 14-12. Ripley leads that game at halftime. Adamsville with a 21-0 halftime lead over Dyersburg, and also other scores, not just yet at the half. We can let you know that last word, it was Murfreesboro, Oakland, with a pretty dominant lead over Haywood County this evening. I believe it was 42-6. That was in the second quarter at last word. Humboldt is at the half with Greenfield, and not much of a contest there. Humboldt 27, Greenfield nothing. Also another halftime score, Lexington 22, Obion County 12. Also at last word, second quarter action, Union City was ahead of West Carroll by a score of 14-0. Huntingdon, a pretty easy game tonight over McEwen, 37-7. That was in the second quarter with Huntingdon in the lead. Wayne County all over Houston County in the second, 35-0. And pretty good game between Henry County and Dixon County. It's the second quarter, and it's Henry County 14, Dixon County 7. Again, at the half, Milan leads USJ by a score of 21-14. We're going to return you to second half action coming up in just a moment with the guys, Seabass, Dan Reaves, and Richard the Narrator Barber. Coming up next, right here on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com. Stay tuned.
Sakura Japanese Restaurant has been Jackson's original sushi bar for years, but it's not your parents' sushi bar. Today, Sakura has a sushi roll for everyone's taste with over 75 selections of fresh, cooked, or fried rolls. Too busy to visit? No problem. Sakura will deliver to your home, office, or to your tailgate parties, and everybody will be smiling. You can impress your friends, family, and business clients with a Sakura Japanese catered event. Sakura, Jackson's original sushi bar, but not your parents' sushi bar. Carriage House Drive next to Gold's Gym, 664-2878.
Grow your community. At Community Bank, that's something we do every day. When you invest in our bank, your money goes to work right here to make Jackson a better place for small business owners, families, consumers, and everyone. We like to reflect on what community banking means to us, and we invite you to learn more about what community banking can. Come by and see the difference that comes when you bank locally. Community Bank, banking solutions for life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at community-bank.net.
Choose the best one. When it comes to choosing the right tires for your vehicle, we want to make it easy for you to choose the best one. At Best One Tire, we have thousands of passenger and light truck tires in stock, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Bridgestone, and Firestone. When you buy your tires from Best One Tire, you'll receive free nitrogen inflation. And we rotate and balance your tire rotation. We do a free brake inspection. In addition to tires, we offer oil changes, wheel alignments, and complete brake service. We want your business for generations to come. Your family is our family at Best One Tire. Let us put you safely on the road. Call us at 660-4072. Best One Tire, just off Highway 412 at the Country Club exit, just down from 84 Lumber, and at 1180 South Dupree in Brownsville. Best One Tire.
USJ Bruin football. Only on News Talk 101.5 FM and 0.5digital.com.
All right, once again, live from Johnny Hale Stadium, getting ready to kick off here in just a few minutes. Both teams going through the warm-ups, but now let's find out from Steve Murphy. Both teams here. First, we'll start with Milan going into the third quarter with a 7-point lead. What does Milan have to do to get out of here with a win tonight?
Well, they got to do what they did in the second quarter, and that's control the ball and keep USJ's offense off the field.
Now for the Bruins, and I wouldn't call it an upset because it wouldn't be an upset. These two teams are even, so it may come down to who has the ball last. Who knows? What does USJ have to do to even the score here in the third quarter and get out of Johnny Hale with a win?
They got to keep doing what they did in the first quarter, and that was complete those short passes and eat up yardage. They were getting 7-8 yards a pass every time. And if they can do that, they'll go from the 20 to the 20 pretty quick. Now,
real quick, because my best friend in the world is in Jackson right now, passing through, and he's listening to this broadcast right now, our good friend Shaggy.
Okay.
Now, Shaggy proclaimed on the air the other night that there's no way that Trey Smith, the amazing offensive line prospect for the Bruins, could pancake block him. You've had an opportunity to see Trey Smith for a half of football. You haven't had an opportunity to see Shaggy in his youth at a crisp 175, 190, maybe something like about 190, I guess. If you were a gambling man and it came down to you put money on Trey Smith, would pancake Shag or wouldn't be able to, where would your money go?
I would advise Shaggy to keep going down I-40 and do not come to Milan tonight.
Do not unlock the doors. Just keep on trucking, my friend. Steve Murphy.
This guy's huge. I mean, he is huge, fast, and quick.
Running for mayor of Medina.
Mayor of Medina, yes, sir.
If you get the job, you need a little muscle. I mean, you got plenty of muscle yourself. I'm talking about a little side muscle here to make things happen. I'm from Memphis, so.
I'm going to have a security team, so you could hit it. Head it up.
I can do it, dude. Born and raised in Texas, and then the rest of it in Memphis. I mean, is there a bigger tooth chipper?
Man, that's the attitude right there.
Exactly. Exactly. I got me a new job, Reeves. I'm his muscle.
You're Steve Murphy's muscle?
I'm Steve Murphy's muscle.
Well, traditionally, when you're somebody's muscle, you have more muscle than the somebody. And Bass, quite frankly, I don't see it.
Well, I've got I got some muscle, but I've still got that mental muscle, man. I'm 10 steps ahead.
Like I said, I don't see it. Steve, it's great to see you, man.
Hey, man, good to see you. I was wondering when I walked up if you thought Avery Williamson had left Nashville and snuck out here to this game.
No, Steve, I didn't, because Avery's not as big as you are.
But other than that,
what a career he's having with the Titans. Avery Williamson from Milan.
5th round draft pick.
And leading the Titans in tackles, Bew. What's your take on Avery Williamson, Bass?
A very solid player. Does a lot of things right. He's not going to be a Pro Bowler at everything, but he's a guy that will get you exactly what you need. As you said, led the team in tackles last year. He's an efficient football player who just gets it done. Comes to work every single week with his lunch pail.
Any scores at halftime to surprise you, Bew?
Honestly, yeah, the Adamsville score. I was a little bit surprised by that. I just felt like Dyersburg. I mean, this is a Dyersburg team that just last week beat the team we're watching right now, who's absolutely fantastic. You know, I can't tell anything when it comes to a game involving Adamsville or McKenzie or Dyersburg.
That's true. Steve, thanks again, my friend.
Man, I appreciate being here, and thanks for having me on, Seabass.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Steve
it,
Murphy, he's running for mayor of Medina, by the way. How important for USJ to take this second half kickoff and produce points?
I think it's pretty important. I do. Now, this team will not panic. The coaching staff won't, and the players won't either. But I know they feel like they need to set the tone and send a message early here in the third quarter.
The Bruins will receive the second half kickoff. Milan won the toss, and narrator, they elected to put their offense on the field first. USJ stopped Milan's first drive, but then the Bruins turned around with an interception return for a touchdown by Norman. Got Milan on the scoreboard to start things.
Yeah, and that turnover looms large.
Here's
right
the
now.
second half kickoff, going to be taken at the 15 to the 20 and taken down at the 25. It's a short kickoff by Milan. That's Laird on the return, Bew.
Yeah, Griff's got some speed, too. I'll tell you one thing. I like seeing him right there. That's in a great position for him because you think, oh, well, he's not back deep. He hadn't got the wheels. Griff's one of the fastest players on this team.
21-14 Milan. We had 3 lead changes. Milan led 7-0. USJ tied him at 7, and USJ took a 14-7 lead. Milan tied it at 14, then took a 21-14 lead. And that's where we stand to start the second half. USJ, 1 running back set, 4 wide receivers. The quarterback, Jacob Bowie. Swing pass into flat. Outside the numbers, 25, and escorted out of bounds, crossing the 30 to the 32-yard line. Griffin Laird has 7 on first down.
And we don't see Griff play receiver nearly as much as I'd like to. Line him up in the short side slot that time. Same play call that what you saw in the first half. Executed perfectly right there. As I said, an extension of your running game.
Dan Reaves, Seabass, Richard, the narrative, Barber on the sideline. Chuck Walker with us. Dan DiFilippo producing and directing. 2nd and 3. USJ their own 32. Bowie back to the air, across the middle, wide open. Threw it behind him and incomplete, looking for Ryan Miller at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think he may have saw out of the corner of his eyes, fella. You tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he saw Anthony Ballard win his matchup against the right tackle, and he was closing in on Bowie. He barely got that throw off.
Now Ballard, you're right, came clean. You can watch the game on replay tonight, courtesy of Digital TV, point5digital.com, or the Road Studios. Paul Schulze, Lawson, Mann, Michael Osborne working their magic. 3rd and 3. Bowie connects underneath. Has the 40, 35, has the 40. Outside the numbers to the 45. Wells Smith has 13 yards and a huge isolate first down, showing his speed. And Chuck, your thought on that burst after the catch by Wells Smith? He's fast, isn't he?
I'm telling you what, quick as a hiccup, and what a way to come out after halftime. Great adjustments by Coach Bradley. Just so impressed with him and the entire program right now.
And that was a huge third down conversion.
Yeah, I think they may have underestimated the wheels of Wells Smith right there, but you're right. Big pickup.
Milan, 4 down linemen. Here's Bowie, shotgun. Here comes the pressure, he'll run. Outside the numbers, 45. He dives to the 50, loses the football, and they say it's a fumble, and Milan recovers it into Milan territory at the Bulldog 43.
No, they got to call his knee down, Danny. You got to be kidding me.
Well, let's take a look at the replay. It looked like Bowie was down as we watch the Hughes Eye Center replay. Bowie had some real estate. He tucked the ball and crossed the 45.
Knees down right there.
And it looked, maybe we could get another look at it. Brooks recovered the fumble. Well, now we were blocked by the Milan defenders, but you think he was down?
He was down. The ball gets released once his chest crossed the 50-yard line, but both knees are clearly down by then. Wow.
So a break from Milan. They take over at their own 43. On the ground road, Norman, 50, 45, 40, dragging tacklers to the Bruin 32-yard line to make it the 33. Has 19 yards. Let's go down. Here's an ace of Jackson sideline reporting. Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Well, fellas, I'm glad y'all got a chance to look at that fumble because from down here, it looked like Bowie was down too. Now, it all happened so fast that an official was on top of it. He made the call, but it certainly looked like he was down from this angle.
You know, I could live with the spin down at the 2, but that one was clear as day.
First and 10, Milan from the USJ 32. Back to the ground. Here's Ballard inside the 30. He goes and tackled at the 27. He'll have near 5 yards on a first down.
And I love the way Milan peppers. They don't stick with one side. They'll pepper off tackle on both sides, right and left. They're hitting the A-gap, having success because, it's, again, the difference in this game for me right now is that offensive line from Milan moving the point of attack.
Huge crowd here at Johnny Hill Stadium, by Parkins Field. On both sides, view. Great environment. Knee hit at the 28. It's 2nd and 6. Lockert, the quarterback, shotgun with 2 wide. Ballard, the tailback. Lockert to the air underneath and broken up. Incomplete. Beautiful play by Cabbage there because the pass was there. Mayo had it, and then Cabbage drifted away, Bill.
Yeah, and you got to believe right now here on 3rd and 6, this is 2-down territory right here. Milan's already shown you they're probably not going to kick it from here, and they're certainly not going to punt it. So USJ got 2 plays here to keep them from getting 6.
9:54 left, third quarter. 21-14, Milan. The pick 6 for the Bulldogs, the difference. Lockert, shotgun. Lockert will hand off. Norman breaks the tackle, has the 25, and he's hammered down there. He'll be shy of the first down by 4 yards. It'll be 4th down and a short 4, long 3.
Guys, let's watch the replay. Milan tips their hand. You'll see the right guard pull, but the way they tip their hand, if we can go back, you'll see the split between the guard on the left side and the center is huge to open up a lane for that pulling guard.
4th down and 3. Milan's going for it from the Bruin 25. Listen to this Bruin crowd cheering on the defense. Lockert, the quarterback, goes under center. High formation backfield. And we got a timeout, Milan. We'll take the timeout with him. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left, third quarter. Milan 21, USA 14 on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Excuse me, sir, do you work in hardware?
I sure do.
I need a screwdriver.
Do I look like a bartender to you?
No, I mean a Phillips screwdriver.
Philip don't work here anymore.
When you're talking hardware stores, bigger isn't always better. You end up sacrificing service for size. Shop the place that knows hardware, home, and yard products. The helpful place. Ace Hardware of Jackson. Great service and the right products. Everything you need to work around the house.
Welcome to Ace Hardware of Jackson. How may I help you today?
Ace Hardware of Jackson, 3315 North Highland.
Now, back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, I know we're having a little bit of fluctuation. The phone line they had us is not adequate, so 9:10 left, third quarter, 21-14, Milan over USJ. 4th down and 3, Milan. They're going for it from the Bruin 25. Now they go shotgun. 2 running backs. Quarterback going to keep it straight ahead. I don't think he got there. He got inside the 25 and was tackled at near the 22. He needed the 21, and narrator, I don't think he got it.
Didn't get it, fellas.
And the Bruins, Jim Hardigree's defense, they make a stand, and it was a big one.
Boy, and it was Mario Nicholson who scraped the line of scrimmage because, guys, that hole was there, and that was going to be an easy first down. And Mario Nicholson from his left offensive tackle position scrapes perfectly down that line of scrimmage, makes a big play.
Mario Nicholson, 6 feet, 300 pounds. Nicholson, a sophomore, Beaufort.
And he has really come a long way this season, no question about it.
So the Bruins, big defensive stand, they take over from their own 23 with 3 wide receivers and 2 running backs. On the ground they go, 25, 30, and tackled at the 30 on the carry, Trevor Spencer. Spencer will have 7 yards on first down.
That's gritty, tough running off the left side right there. Bouncing it outside, nice seal block by your lead blocker. That was Peyton Taylor, cutting it back to the middle of the field. Nice pickup on first down.
This matchup here, Van Diver and Trey Smith. 2nd and 3. Bowie back to the air. Man wide open, caught. 35, outside of numbers, 40, and tackled at the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 16. That's a huge Eisner first down. That's Miles Ingram, the 6'1", 155-pound junior.
Well, that's a great execution of this route right here by USJ, and Milan gets full. They go inside that time with Laird, but nobody checks Ingram on the outside.
1st and 10 Bruins, new line of scrimmage, zone 46 with 8:19 left, third quarter. Moving right to left on your radio dial. Here's Bowie from the shotgun, back to throw. Underneath, caught Spencer. He's ushered out of bounds at the Bruin 49. Spencer has 3 on first down. Here's an Ace of Jackson sideline report. Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Guys, you don't know if it's a chicken or the egg thing, whether it's the execution or the rhythm of the play calling, but you can start to feel that rhythm from this USJ sideline.
Can you feel it? 2nd and 7. 4 wide this time, 1 running back. That's Spencer. Across the middle, in the air, caught. First down, tackled at the 42. It's a huge Eisner first down. It's Griffin Laird in heavy traffic making the catch.
Yeah, out of that short side slot once again. He goes about 7 digs, turns, and by the time he turns, Bowie has already thrown that ball. That's a nice short timing route.
Clock moving, 7.5 minutes left, third quarter. The Bruins into Bulldog territory at the Milan 42. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs set. Bowie shotgun on the ground. Spencer has room, has the 40, has the 35. Trevor Spencer runs it on down to the Bulldog 33-yard line. Trevor Spencer has 8 on first down.
Fellas, watch Peyton Taylor here with his lead block. Crossing over, boom, he takes out Ballard, kicks him out, opens it up perfectly for Trevor Spencer. That's a great lead block.
2nd down, closer to a yard than 2 from the Bulldog 33. 3 wide, 2 running backs. Bowie, shotgun, quick pass. Smith has it. Smith has the 30. Smith has the 25. And Wells Smith is shoved out of bounds at the Milan 21. And Wells Smith has a huge Eisner first down as the Bruins are moving crisply downfield after they stop Milan on 4th down.
And look, Milan is content. Look at that. Danny, that's 15 yards off the ball that defensive back is, and against Wells Smith.
They mark Smith down at the Bulldog 20, back in the red zone, the Southeastern Termite red zone. 1st and 10 Bruins with 3 wide receivers and 2 running backs. Jacob Bowie, shotgun snap, back to throw. Bowie looking, Bowie throwing, and it is complete. Underneath to Peyton Taylor. Taylor is marked down after a gain of 3, maybe 4 at the 16.
And this is what I'm talking about. You get 4 and 5 yards and 6 yards on the first down. What are you doing? You're staying ahead of the sticks on down and distance the whole half.
2nd down, let's call it 7 from the Bulldog 16. Shotgun formation. Here is Bowie. Quick pass, Smith. 15. Smith makes a move, 10. Outside of numbers 5. And Wells Smith has a first down as he's shoved out of bounds at the 3. And a huge Eisner first down as Smith caught it inside the numbers. Bass made a head fake inside and used his speed to bounce it outside.
Yeah, and that's about Ryan Miller in the slot. Look at this now. He's eating up a block over here, right there, but they're so worried about him releasing, he's drawing two people.
First and goal from the Milan 3. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Bowie shotgun. Bowie hands off. Spencer straight ahead. Spencer caught it to 1. Spencer spinning. Spencer. Well, Milan come out of there with a football, but USJ came out of there with 6. Touchdown, Trevor Spencer. Holy moly. And the Bruins are an extra point away from tying this game. And look at Rusty Bradley. I've never seen this out of him. He just walked over behind his team and gesturing to the Bruin crowd to get on your feet and make some noise. You think he wants to win this game, Buell?
He said this is why he came here.
Extra point attempt is up, and that kick is good. And we're tied at 21 with 5:40 left in the third quarter on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give."
Giving back is just as important to our foundation as our day-to-day job of providing solutions to our customers' insurance needs.
At Allison Insurance Group, our priority is our community and you, our customer.
This is Ashley Allison. Our family has always been focused on helping others. Give us a call so we can help you with business, farm, home, auto, or health insurance. Call 668-8444 or visit allison-ins.com.
Now, back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
The scores: Lexington over Lion 22-12, Humboldt 27-0 over Greenfield, Ripley 14-12 over Dyer County, Adamsville 21-0 over Dyersburg, Huntington 51, McEwen 7.
Wow, Ripley over Dyer County 14-12.
Yeah,
that's a surprise.
Got to be careful on these kickoffs. The wind has died down quite a bit. We'll see if Charles Campbell, who has no touchbacks tonight, can reach the end zone. Here's Campbell. High, short. This one may go out of bounds, and it does. Charles Campbell reaches the end zone with his kickoffs over 90% of the time. But there's a whipping wind tonight, Bew, and that's affected the kickoff of Charles Campbell.
Yeah, and I think sometimes he's trying to get it way up in that jet stream because not only is the wind blowing, as you said, it's whipping and it's swirling, and that can be very difficult on a returner to try to field. You saw it in the very first kickoff of the game.
5:40 remaining, third quarter. We're tied at 21. We've been tied. We were tied at 7. We were tied at 14, and now we're tied at 21, Chuck.
Really, really evenly matched teams. They both do two different things, but they do them really well.
Well said. My dear friend, 1st and 10, Milan on 35. Lockhart goes shotgun. Lockhart will hand it off. Here's Norman straight ahead. Norman eating up yardage, crossing the 40. And tackled at the 42. Norman has 7 on first down.
Now, it's not always the case, but if you watch Milan, a lot of the times, if you keep your eyes on 14, Jordan Shepard, the fullback, he'll tell you where the ball's going. You know, and that's not always, because Jeff Morris is a great play caller, but most of the time tonight, about 75% of the time, that's been the case.
You'll be able to watch this game shortly after its conclusion at .5digital.com. And, Bass, you will be entertained, won't you?
Oh, you'd have to be.
2nd and 3, Milan from their own 43. Here's Ballard, the big back. Ballard crossing the 45 on the hash and is tackled at the Milan 47. He has a first down, and we have the narrator on the sideline. Here's an Ace of Jackson update with Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Guys, props to Jim Hardegree's defense as they made that defensive stand after that turnover. Then the offense got into the rhythm, got back to some things they were doing early in this game, able to push that ball in the end zone, tie this thing up.
Peyton Taylor and Wesley Craig on the tackle for USJ. 1st and 10, Milan from their own 48. Lockhart, shotgun, 2 wide receivers. Top of the screen, he goes and way nearly intercepted. It's batted away and incomplete. Had that one, it was thrown high. Had it been thrown perfectly, That would have been a pick six. Griffin Laird read it all the way, Bill.
Yeah, he really did. And you're right. Lockhart got lucky that ball floated, because if not, it's going to float straight the other direction.
Oh, boy.
And Lamartez Brooks like, dude, what was that?
And there would have been no one to stop.
No. Griff's fast anyway.
4:21 left, third quarter. Clock stops. 2nd and 10. Milan, their own 48, tied at 21. Back to Ballard. Ballard has midfield, has the 45, has the 40. Ballard has the 35 as he bounced outside the numbers and is tackled at the USJ 35. He has 16 yards, and you can see why Vanderbilt has shown interest in Ballard.
Well, you come back right here, and you're going to see a block in the back that was missed right there at about 5 yards down the field that helped spring that big run. Good grief.
Yep. So first down, Milan in De Bruin territory to 35. Back to the ground, back to Norman. Not much this time. Norman hit at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down at the line of scrimmage.
Guys, you are going to love Peyton Taylor on this play. I already do. He may be my favorite defensive player on this football team. He only checked in at about 180 pounds, but watch this. Sheds the blocker of the pulling guard, and then stands the runner up in the hole, gets his feet, wraps up, wait for the help, and makes the play. Peyton Taylor, one of my favorite players on this team.
No gain on first down. 2nd and 10. Milan at the Bruin 35, tied at 21. 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. Here's Norman bouncing outside. Norman will have the 30 and will be tackled just inside the 30. They'll mark him at the 28. Let's go down to the sideline. And an Ace of Jackson update is Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Well, this defense having a tough time right now with Milan's winning the line of scrimmage now, doing some effective play calling and back to doing what they were doing. Guys, we're set up for another fine fourth quarter here, boy.
2:48 left in the third quarter. Listen to these Bruin fans on their feet, cheering on Jim Hardigree's defense. The gain was 7 yards. It's 2nd and 3. Milan at the Bruin 28. Timeout, USJ. We'll take the timeout with him. With 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining, third quarter. We're tied at 21, Milan and USJ. On Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
When you step into King Jewelers, you're stepping into a family-owned business with nearly 30 years of experience. Let Grover King set you up with estate jewelry or the amazing Citizen Echo Drive watch, as well as custom-designed jewelry. King Jewelers buys gold and silver, offers Rolex repair, as well as watch and jewelry repair. Check out the selection of gemstone jewelry and diamond stud earrings. Store hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5:30 and 10 till 2 on Saturday.
King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, and a brand new King Jewelers location in downtown Jackson.
Your official home for USJ Bruin Sports. News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, I want to say hello to USJ headmaster Stu Herster, watching with his family down in Huntsville. Hello! The Hersters down in Huntsville. 3rd and 3, Milan at the Bruin 28. On the ground they go, straight ahead. It's Ballard. Ballard breaks a tackle, has the 25, and he's going to have a first down for Milan. And narrator, I couldn't tell the official that's the side judge didn't really spot that ball, and I couldn't tell where he was tackled at.
Well, they're on the far side of the field, and with the crown of this field, I look like I'm looking over the hill. So it looks like it's going to be about the 24.
So 1st and 10, Milan, officially at the Bruin 23. Lockhart goes shotgun with Ballard in the backfield. This will be Ballard straight ahead from the 23. He'll have the 20. He'll have 3 yards on first down.
Not a bad job, the interior of that defensive line, getting low that time for USJ, not standing up, getting blown off the ball. But I'll tell you what, you can still see great push right there in the A-gap. That center and those guards for Milan are really playing well. And everybody talks about Jacob Rimmer, and he's very good. But I promise you, it's not just him.
2nd and 8. The gain was 2 yards. From the Bruin 21, shotgun Lockhart. And Milan moved, I believe. Let's go down an Ace of Jackson update. Here's Richard, the narrative Barber along the sideline.
Just as I was going to comment about really the lack of flags. Hadn't been very many thrown in this game. Then Milan gets a little movement there and go back up.
It almost looked as though, Bass, the running back started leaning before the ball was snapped.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and USJ saw it immediately. Said, hey, y'all see that?
So after the mark-off, it's 2nd and 13. The new line of scrimmage from Milan, the Bruin 26. We're tied at 21, down to 1:17 left, 3rd quarter. Lockhart shotgun, 2 wide. Lockhart back to throw. Lockhart fires, has Brooks caught, 20, cuts inside 15, and is wrestled down near the 11, and he's going to have a first down. He'll have 15. He's so dangerous, Lamarchez Brooks.
And because of the success that Milan is having running the football, it's pretty much the defensive formation USA is going to have to go with. You're leaving that DB out there. He'll get help after the catch, but that's open all night for Lamarchez Brooks because of this great running game.
Now Jaquez Norman, the tailback. Jordan Shepard lined up. There is Norman, bounces outside, cuts inside, has the 10, fights down to the 5, and is tackled at the 4. He's near a first down.
Well, guys, this kid's fantastic. Watch this run, Danny. Now he bounces. That looks like nothing's there. Pop. He kicks that right foot in the ground. He kicks it outside, cuts back in. This kid's just a sophomore. You'll remember this name, I promise.
Well, Milan's top skilled people, other than Brooks, are underclassmen. Milan's going to be content, I believe, to let the clock expire in the 3rd quarter. We're down to 5 seconds in the yard. So we'll head to the 4th quarter, tied at 21. A sold-out Johnny Hill Stadium. USJ and Milan tied at 21. We'll be back for the 4th quarter on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and 0.5digital.com.
It's 4th and goal with 3 seconds left in the game. Can your team win? That's stress. Blue Hawaiian Pools and Spas has your stress relief. A spa from Blue Hawaiian helps you relax and unwind after a long day, or maybe after your favorite team just blew a 3-touchdown lead. Blue Hawaiian has spas that will seat as few as 3 people or as many as 8. And this time of year, you can get a great price on a pool. Blue Hawaiian has installed more than 2,100 pools in West Tennessee. Call Blue Hawaiian Pools and Spas on North Star Drive in Jackson, 668-9222.
You're listening to USJ Sports on News Talk 101.5 FM, WNWS Jackson.
Well, we enter the 4th quarter. We're tied at 21. Milan has it 2nd and 2 from the Bruin 4. My name's Dan Reaves along with Seabass and Richard, the narrator Barber. He's on the sideline. Chuck Walker with us tonight. Dan DiFilippo producing and directing. Paul Schulze, Lawson, Mann, with some help from Michael Osborne at the .5digital.com side. You can watch tonight's replay. Milan wouldn't allow us to carry this game live. They've watched how TV has ruined the game for the NFL. 2nd down and 2. Here is Ballard. Ballard's hit at the line, and I think he was tackled at the line. I don't think Ballard earned a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 4.
Yeah, Danny, that was Campbell Carlock that came crashing down. You'll see him right here. He eats up Will Smith eats up, but I'll tell you what, it looks like Campbell Carlock come up with a little bit of a bum ankle.
Oh, boy.
He's still out there.
Huge play. 3rd and 2. Milan to the Bruin 4. The quarterback goes under center. Ballard, the tailback, I formation. Ballard over tackle. Ballard will virtually go uncontested into the end zone for the Milan touchdown. And Milan will regain the lead. This is our 4th lead change of the football game, Bill.
That's way too easy. Just strong. That stretch, if you will, that you don't see very often, especially in high school, off right tackle. Way too easy for the Bulldogs.
Heidelberg in to attempt a point after. It was untouched for Ballard into the end zone. Extra point is a line drive that narrowly clears the crossbar and is good. So with 11 minutes and 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter, our new score, Milan 28, USJ 21. On Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Financial advisors, they know every investor is unique. Your objectives are unique, and your feelings about risk are unique. That's why Sycamore Financial Advisors tailor their investment advice and financial planning toward the individual. Supported by a team of in-house professionals, Les Jaco and Rob Tucker at Sycamore Financial Advisors excel in providing financial planning and investment advisory services. Whether your case is simple or complex, their solutions are prudent, transparent, and the client's best interests always come first. Call 784-4444 for Sycamore Financial Advisors.
Back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Brought to you in part by Outback Steakhouse, 194 Stonebrook Place in Jackson. Open to 11 o'clock tonight, so we'll see you there after the game. Heidelberg, kicking off for Milan is Landon Spang. Back deep for USJ, Miles Ingram and Buell. Booster Cabbage back there, I believe. This will be Booster Cabbage from the 15, 20, 25 row, 30, 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, and ushered out of bounds at the Milan 48, and I thought maybe a late flag for a hit out of bounds, but no. But how about that? How about Booster Cabbage? How about a nice return? And the Bruins will set up shop in Milan territory.
But see, that's the difference. He didn't wait. He didn't tiptoe. He blasted through that hole.
That's close. Being a personal foul.
That's how you return a kick.
Yeah. If it happens on this sideline, I think you get a flag there, don't you?
I could see that.
This is Cabbage brought that one back 40 yards nearly. From the Milan 49, 1st and 10 Bruins. Jacob Boyd goes shotgun. Goes 3 wide. Takes the snap. He's back to throw. Ballard blitzes. Bowie fires. Caught. Miller, 35. Miller has the 34. Miller has 16. Miller has a huge ice and a first down for the Bruins.
Well, I tell you what, I love Ryan Miller. He goes up and gets that ball. But if you see that same formation, Danny, Wells Smith was out here, and there was a DB on an island and not a safety within that side of the hash. If they get that formation again, look for him to go over the top of Wells.
Oliver made the touchdown-saving tackle. 1st and 10 Bruins from the Bulldog 27, just like that, with 11 minutes left in the football game. USJ's moving left to right on your radio dial. 2 running backs set and 3 wide receivers. Bowie back to throw. Bowie fires. Bowie completes. Smith, 20. Breaks the tackle. That's inside 15. 10. 5. Touchdown. Bruins. Will Smith from 27 yards out. Doing what Will Smith does. Making the catch. Breaking 2 tackles. And scooting into the end zone.
Guys, that's easy. I mean, that's just a simple formation right there. And Rusty Bradley saw the same thing I did. And he'll take that matchup with Mel Smith, isolated against that DB all by himself all night long.
But he broke 2 tackles.
Yes, he did.
And then he outruns the safety like he always does. Here's Charles Campbell to tie the game. The snap, the place, the kick blocked. Holy moly. The first missed extra point of the season. And it couldn't come at a worse time. 10:48 left. Fourth quarter. Our new score. Milan 28, USJ 27. Let's see if we get a replay on it to see what happened on it, because that's the first miss of the year. It comes by way of the block. I don't know if we have it on replay, because why would we? Because Charles always hits the extra points. So who would think to have that on replay?
Yeah,
but that's huge.
Yeah, right off the left edge, it looks like somebody just shot through a cannon, and Milan's got so many super fast athletes that they just exploded through there. And really, Charles did what he always does. The snap was fine. The hold was fine. Yeah. It's just great pressure off the edge.
See if the narrator picked up on it. An Ace of Jackson sideline report. Here's Richard, the narrator Barber.
Fellas, I couldn't really tell. Like y'all said, somebody just blew through. I couldn't get a number. But that's going to be huge.
So Charles Campbell, and Campbell was hit pretty hard, which was legal after the block.
Yeah.
He's okay, and he's set to kick off. Be careful, though. Campbell swings his right leg through it. This one is high, driving, will carry into the end zone for a touchback. So Porter will not have a chance at the return. Chuck Wonker, though. Milan just clears the crossbar on their extra points. USJ has theirs blocked. The Bulldogs leading by 1.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you'd have thought one of those kicks would have been blocked, it would definitely been the line drive there. Boy, it's still plenty of time left in the game, but you really needed that extra point.
So now, this game may very well come down to a turnover. Milan hasn't turned it over. The Bruins have turned it over twice.
Absolutely great point.
One was a pick six, and the other led to points. Here is Lockhart, shotgun. He'll hand off Norman with room. Bounces outside, 25-30, and is cut down at the 32. He'll have 13 on first down. Norman gets up slowly, and he's limping off to the sideline view.
Yeah, you're right. And, boy, you talk about special. There was nothing in the A-gap. He had to bounce it out there. Where's your contain? Good night. Got to have it.
So first and 10, Milan. Clock is at 10:30 and running. We're in the fourth quarter. Milan 28, USJ 27. Here is Lockhart from the shotgun. Back to throw. Pump fake. He's going deep. Sideline. This one is caught. 35-30, 25-20. Stays on his feet at the 15 to the 10 to the 5 touchdown. It's Lamartez Brooks. That one covers 68 yards. And he did, if you saw Alvin Kamara for Tennessee keep his feet for that touchdown reception against Georgia, Brooks just did the same thing.
That's one of the most amazing shows of balance I've ever seen in my life.
You see on the replay, he's caught at the 27, and he is pulled backwards. He was almost a horse collar, and he put that hand down at the last minute to keep his balance. Extra point is up, and it's good by Heidelberg. And with 10:06 left in the fourth quarter, it's Milan 35, USJ 27 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Remember to sign up for ABC Heat and Plumbing's Red Carpet Club, where we'll come to your house several times a year until we can find something to charge you for. Oops, did I say that out loud?
This is Charlie Garrett with Garrett Plumbing and Heating. We know you don't want us tracking through your house unless you have
KT Radio News.
Garrett, we do both commercial.
I'm Carlotta Bradley.
Florida
Governor Rick Scott says power out.
Plumbing. We've been locally owned in Jackson since 1955. No gimmicks, just good dependable work, including sales and installation of carrier units with easy financing. Call us at 668-3339. That's 668-3339.
Now, back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Well, 10:06 remain. We need to send all these players from Milan and USJ a thank you card for entertaining us tonight, View.
It's been everything we wanted and more.
35-27 Milan.
That was less than a minute off the clock, wasn't it?
10:06 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff. Line driver. Ingram 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's tackled there at the 25. It's Miles Ingram with a 20-yard kickoff return. And now Ingram is limping off the field.
And guys, this game was 21-21 in a minute and 11 seconds of game time ago.
Wow.
We've had 3 touchdowns in a minute and 11 seconds.
Let's see if we can tell on the Hughes Ice in a replay what may have happened to Miles Ingram. Looks like they may have rolled over on his hand. I think he's okay. I believe that was the breath knocked out.
Yeah, I think so too. Landed right on the ball.
So let's see if the Bruins can respond. Down by 8 points. That's the largest deficit for either team. From their own 25, Bowie underneath pass dropped by Peyton Taylor.
Well, I need to see this replay because that pass looked like a backwards pass, and if it was, then that ball was still live, and Peyton Taylor acted as if it was and kept going. So let's see here. Nah, that's about right.
It's close to a lateral, but not quite. 2nd and 10. The Bruins from their own 25 with 4 wide receivers. Taylor's the lone setback. Jacob Bowie with 10 on the play clock. Out of the shotgun. The 6'5 QB takes the snap. Looking, firing, sideline, and incompletes. He nearly had Ryan Miller at the 45. Had he been able to make a miraculous catch, he may have scored.
It was at bare minimum about a 20-yard gain. That they just missed on that one.
Now it becomes a huge 3rd down to keep the ball away from the red-hot Milan offense. The Bruins go 4 wide. Milan 4 down lineman. Bowie shotgun, 14 on the play clock. USG moving left to right on your radio dial. With the wind to their back. Here's Bowie, shotgun, back to throw. Looking, throwing, incomplete. At the 31, it would have been short of the 1st down had he made the catch. And that series did not look crisp for the Bruins.
No, it didn't, and it's too bad. There was a little bit of pressure Bowie had to roll because, look here, Danny, Ryan Miller comes open. After that back rolls, you got nobody. He's back here a little bit, but Ryan Miller unchecked right there in between the hashes.
Well, it's danger time now for the Bruins, down by 8 with 9:40 left in the 4th quarter. And Lamontez Brooks, who just scored on a 68-yard reception, standing at his own 40. Walt Smith, the punt for USJ. He should get his foot into it near his own 12. It's the end over end. Brooks will have a chance at their 40. Brooks, stiff arms, outside the numbers, 40. Breaks the tackle, 45 to midfield, cutting back inside at the 45 of USJ. Inside the 40 before Brooks is taken off his feet at the Bruin 36. He brings that one back 23 yards.
Well, and Wells has punted really poorly tonight. There's no other way to put it because not only did you not get the turn, that ball had no hang time whatsoever, and it's directly to Martez Brooks. He didn't even have to move.
Well, and the narrator, I suspect that is some of that is because Wells has to be gassed. I don't think he's left the field for one play tonight.
Not only is he gassed, he's got to be tired, as most of these USA kids, it's starting to wear on them. But they've been trying to kick directionally, and sometimes, you don't kick through the ball like you should.
1st and 10, Ballard straight ahead, has room, has the 35, has the 30, and is tackled at the 25-yard line. He picks up 11 yards, and in the spirit of the narrator, he also picks up a 1st down.
That's great. Gassed and tired.
Now Milan goes to the big back, as they are wearing USJ down.
Yeah, no surprise going to Ballard here.
Clock moving, 9:07 left, 4th quarter. Milan 35, USJ 27. Back to Ballard, hammered. After a gain of a yard, ladies and gentlemen, Trey Smith says hello to Anthony Ballard and nearly depleted him.
That is one of the best plays we've seen defensively by USJ all night. He's lined up as a 4, just crashes down, fights off that block of the fullback, and then just eats the running back.
That's a grown man.
I don't know if I'd play him in college on the offensive or the defensive side.
Yeah.
That's my left tackle on offense.
2nd and 9. The gain was a yard to the Bruin 24. Ballard, flags fly as Ballard is taken down, maybe a yard. And this would come in the direction of an offensive infraction, Buell. And let's see, the call is, and narrator, I missed the call.
That's an illegal shift.
Illegal shift on Milan. It's a 5-yard penalty, and narrator, they also mark off 5 yards.
Yeah, you need it. You know, a lot of times when you get a 5-yard penalty, they'll go ahead and mark off 5 yards on it. Happens a whole lot.
Yeah, they declined that penalty, and I think that's the right call. That sets up 3rd and long here.
3rd and 9 because there was no game. 8:24 left. 3rd and 9, Milan from the Bruin 29. Lockhart shotgun to the air. Looking, he'll run, and he'll have the 21. He'll have a gain of a yard or 2. He'll be short by 7 yards of the first down. So it'll be 4th down at about 7, Bew. Milan at the Bruin 21.
They could make
they'll go for it.
They could make it a 2-possession game here. It's not like they can't kick it. I don't know. I mean, maybe they don't feel comfortable from 38. But if USJ could get a stand here, my goodness.
The flag is limp. The wind has died down. And Milan will go for it. 4th and 6 from the USJ 21 with 7.5 minutes left. Lockett goes under center with an I formation backfield. It's a handoff. No, he keeps it and now throws the ball. And flags are flying everywhere because Lockett had crossed the line of scrimmage, I believe.
No, then he threw it to his offensive lineman. It's an illegal. He can't touch that ball. It's illegal contact.
I think he may have been across the line as well, Butte. So maybe it's a double dose.
Yeah, it's probably both here because I think you're right. He was over, and he also threw it to, I think, his center or one of his guards.
Now the officials are chatting. They said they may bring in the narrator in this official huddle to see what's going on. I tell you what's going on. The Bruins have put up a huge defensive stand, and we'll have the football. It's illegal touching on Milan. Then it comes with a loss of down, and it's USJ football. How about that?
I just don't understand why you try to get that cute as effective as you have been with the push from your offensive line and the way they've played. And you run a play like that?
Yeah, and it was so well defended that he actually passed that ball to Lucas Fisher, the son of John Fisher, the great offensive lineman and defensive lineman from Milan. And Lucas said, I'll run it. That's an offensive lineman's dream. But it's illegal. So the Bruins take over at their own 26. Here's Bowie working out of the shotgun, has Smith underneath. Smith has the 25, bounces outside 30, to the 35, cuts back inside before he's taken off his feet at the Bruin 39. Well, Smith has 15 yards. Well, Smith has a huge ice in a first down, Bruins.
He just gets that boundary, and he's so tough to deal with because just like Miller, they accelerate after the catch just as good as anybody you'll ever see.
Hey, Chuck, he sucks you inside with a head fake, and it bounces outside with his speed.
Really impressive yards after the catch all night.
1st and 10 Bruins, 3 wide, 2 running back set for quarterback Jacob Bowie with 14 on the play clock. Here's Bowie taking the snap. Same play, different side. Smith catches 40, 45 to the 50, and he's come down at the Milan 49. Well Smith has 11 yards. Well Smith has a huge high center. First down, Bruins.
Boy, and look at the job of Will Smith here on this quick hitch to not let his knee touch this ground. He had to go down low, squatted down, didn't just use his hands. That's perfect form.
They mark him at midfield. 1st and 10 Bruins. 6.5 minutes left. The Bruins trail by 8. Here's Bowie, shotgun, back to throw. Bowie fires high and incomplete, looking for Smith here on the near sideline. Let's go down an Ace of Jackson sideline report. Here's Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Just want to follow up on that Will Smith catch. That's a tough catch to make because you got to stay low. Then you got to get your hands under the ball. Will Smith really showing his mettle there.
And the tendency is to look downfield at the defenders coming at you, and he didn't do that.
Absolutely. Don't forget about the play action rub by the running backs out of the backfield, too. Peyton Taylor.
Clock stops, 6:28 left. Milan 35, USJ 27. Here is Spencer on the carry, the draw. Spencer from the 50 will have the Milan 47. He'll have 3 yards.
Because of Milan's ability to run the ball and chew up clock, even though you're at the 48, if you don't get this, you got to believe this is 2-down territory, right, Reaves?
I would think so, Bass. 3rd and 7. USJ at the Milan 47. The Bruins trail by 8. Here's Bowie taking the shotgun snap, back to throw. Pump fake, goes across the middle and incomplete. Had Ryan Miller open at the Milan 33. May have thrown it behind him. He got a hand on it but couldn't make the catch.
But if he looks out to his left, right, his wide side, Danny, Wells Smith, before the ball is snapped, the DB starts backpedaling and there's nobody on him. Oh.
USJ will go for it on 4th down and 7 from the Bulldog 47. 17 on the play clock as the crowd rises. USJ moving left to right on your radio dial with 3 wide receivers. Bowie takes the shotgun snap. He's back to throw. Looking, throwing, drops. Oh, boy. Ryan Miller had it at the 30, and he had 16 yards, and he just dropped it, Bass. That's something you don't see very often.
Yeah, the Bruins have dropped a couple tonight that they haven't dropped all season long. That's a killer right there.
Watching the Hughes Eye Center replay, Bowie with a beautiful throw.
Oh.
And Ryan was all alone over there on about a 20-yard down and out, and he had room to go. He was turning up to hit the sideline before he secured the football. So Milan takes over 1st and 10 from their own 47. Ballard, 50, 45, and taken off his feet at the Bruin 43. He has 9 yards. A sideline report, Asa Jackson. Here's Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Well, that 4th down stand by Milan was huge, y'all, because as y'all already alluded to, they have the ability with this run game to run a lot of clock, pick up a couple of first downs, and it's going to be tough to USJ to get for USJ to get points on the board.
5:17 left, 4th quarter. Both teams have 2 timeouts. 2nd and a yard. Norman hammered down as Trey Smith, and the ball's on the ground. I think they ruled it down, but Trey Smith just absolutely destroyed Jaquez Norman.
Well, and Norman, who was already banged up with that little limp from the last time, and then he has Trey Smith at 3:05 fall on him. He's headed back off the field again.
Holy moly. They're going to measure that. Let's see if we got a Hughes Eye Center replay on it. Boy, Trey Smith defensively. They stretch the chains. He's going to be short of the first down by the length of a football. So Jim Hardigree's defense will have to produce another stand here. With 4:49 left in the game, it's Milan 35, USJ 27, Bill.
Yeah, because there's not going to be any razzle-dazzle out of Milan this time, right? It's all about power football here.
Let's see what Jim Hardigree dials up. Now, if Milan chose to go play action here, there's nobody. All the Bruins are within 10 yards of the field. I formation. Ballard hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, and he stretches out, and he'll have the first down at the Bruin 41. Had a chance at him in the backfield, but he broke that tackle and picked up 2 on 3rd and 1.
Well, if the Bruins lose this game, they'll think about the plays they didn't make tonight. Because if they don't get that, Milan can't go for it right there. Not near midfield. They have to punt that football.
So first down, they mark him at the 42 of USJ. Clock moving with 4:15 left in the game. Milan leads the Bruins by 8. Shotgun for Lockers. 1 running back in a slot and 2 wide receivers. This is Ballard. Ballard from the 42 has the 40. He has a yard, maybe 2.
Well, I think he might have had more, but it looks like maybe Ryan Miller was able to grab one of his legs right around the foot. We see here the replay. Looks like Ryan Miller, he sticks his paw out and gets just a piece of that ankle, and then Wesley Craig cleans it up. Uh-oh.
Carson Bodiford, one of the offensive linemen from Milan, is injured. The 5'10", 255-pound senior. I can't tell if it's cramps. I think it's cramps, which, you don't want to see these young guys get hurt. But it's, it's October, but it's been very warm out here today. And it's beginning to cool off, but to narrator, these guys have been going at it for almost 4 quarters. And a lot of them have been on the field for much of the game.
Yeah, and especially with this USJ offense where, like if you're going to huddle up and you're going to get a chance to take a deep breath, but they're getting up off the ground, going right back to position and getting a play called. So yeah, it's starting to wear on them.
Yeah, but this is advantage USJ right here for sure.
Oh, absolutely. They're stopped with the clock.
Yeah, no doubt. And of course, this extra rest right here, you know what Milan's doing right here. They're going to try to control the clock. They're going to try to run the ball. And these two-way players need this time.
Hardin County's come from behind to lead Northside in the fourth quarter, 23-19. Adamsville 21-7 over Dyersburg third quarter. Blackman 59, Southside nothing. Crockett County getting set for Kevin Ward to return next week, leading 22-13 on the road in Chester County. That would be the most impressive win of the year.
Oh, there's no question about it. The Cavs.
You got to think Baxter the Cat had something to do with this.
I think so. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of Baxter the Cat running through that flag. Or not the flag.
Kevin Ward allowed Baxter, my new pet cat, to run through the banner with the Cavs tonight. Little Baxter.
Gave him a little meow mix.
What happened to Susie?
She gone.
Susie cannot be trusted. Second down and 8 from the USJ 40. Milan moves now. That's huge. That'll be a 5-yard mark off. So a 2nd and 8 will turn into a 2nd and 13 view. And the new line of scrimmage will be the USJ 45. We have 3:35 left in the fourth quarter. USJ still has 2 timeouts in view. They'll probably start using them here if they can make it stop Milan in a reasonable down and distance for 3rd down.
Wow. I mean, is the clock supposed to be running after this penalty? Because it's ran 20 seconds off so far.
Yeah, I think they rewind it.
Okay.
I believe. From the USA 45 play action to the air. That pass is broken up beautifully, looking for Brooks. Campbell Carlock was over there along with Wells Smith to break that up. Wells Smith broke on that beautifully, Bass.
Yeah, that was Wells Smith, man, and they were headed for Lamartez Brook. Watch this, Danny. And you see the over to the right, about 15 yards, second level, and Wells dives and doesn't make contact, but swats that ball down, timed it perfectly.
And the incompletion stops the clock at 3:08 left. So the Bruins don't have to burn a timeout to stop the clock, and it's 3rd down and 13. Milan at the Bruin 45. Milan goes shotgun. Here's Lockhart with one running back. Lockhart, play action, back to throw. Lockhart fires and incompletes. Looking for Cameron Oliver, and Lockhart was hammered as he released that football.
Yeah, that's one of the few times they've been able to get pressure. Of course, there hadn't really been a lot of drops into the pocket either, but looked like Campbell Carlock, I believe.
That ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Milan wanted a pass interference, but because of the deflection, Wells Smith ran through the intended receiver like he should to make sure he didn't have a chance. Now the clock stops again, and USJ is going to get the ball back with 3 minutes left. Brooks into punt for Milan. He should get his foot into it near his zone 45, and he does. Line driver, they'll let it hit. It'll roll inside to 5, roll, and this one's going to get in the end zone for a touchback because Dylan Mayberry, the 5'7", 145-pound sophomore, made a huge mistake there. That ball was going to die at the 1-yard line, and he came in full speed to dive on it at the 1, and his momentum carried him and the football into the end zone for the touchback. So a huge break and about 19 yards of real estate because of that mistake by the sophomore.
And look, he's trying to get down there because he's not sure if that ball is going to go in there, and he's going to try to get it dead at the 1-yard line. I like the hustle, but you got to be smart.
Plenty of time with 2 timeouts on the clock. Here's USJ from the own 20. Here is Bowie back to throw. Bowie fires and incompletes. An out pattern looking for Miles Ingram. It was high and incomplete on the sideline.
Yeah, Bowie's had a couple float on him here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go down an ace of Jackson's sideline report. Here's Richard, the narrator Barber.
Well, kind of quiet here on this USJ sideline. They know this is for all the money right here. Got to get some completions. Got plenty of time, but got to get some completions down the field.
2nd and 10, 23 on the play clock. Bowie goes shotgun with 4 wide receivers and 1 running back set. The 6'5 quarterback out of the gun, takes the snap. He's back to throw. Looking, firing, middle of the field, and caught at the 41 and tackled immediately. That's a gain of 21. Garrett Reynolds, the 6', 150-pound sophomore, has a Hughes Eisler first down Bruins.
Boy, and what a great job of leading him away from the coverage that time and using the boundary. That's just a perfect play, man. And a great catch by Garrett.
2:37, clock is wound. Left in a game. Here is Bowie back to throw. Bowie fires an out pattern. Here is Ingram making the catch. And he's tackled along the Milan sideline. Out near the 47, I believe. Ingram on first down will have 5. So here is USJ. 2nd and 5 from their own 47, 2:05 left. Bowie back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He gets away, and throws it away as he's being tackled. He's going to get a grounding penalty, and I couldn't tell you how much I disagree with that because he was trying to throw it as he was being tackled.
The question is...
And they pick it up. That's the right call by the officials.
Yeah,
so well done there by the officials.
Yeah, I agreed with you. I think their first question was there anybody in the area? And there was.
No, it wasn't that. Maybe it was that. But he was being tackled as he threw it, I thought. But you two say no. 3rd and 5, USJ from their own 47-yard line. 1:57 left. And there's a timeout. Who's it going to be charged to? Milan. With 1:57 left. Let's talk about this. 3rd and 5. You obviously, for USJ, will have 2 downs to pick up 5 yards. You still have your 2 timeouts. You're down by 8 points. It's Milan 35, USJ 27. Still plenty of time. What do you do?
You know, I stick with my game plan underneath. I've got plenty of time here. I got 2 in the. I'll say this to you: I keep those 2 tight ends timeouts because just in case you don't get that conversion, there's still time to call 2 timeouts, stop them on 3rd, and have the ball back with about 45 seconds left. But I would prefer to go ahead and convert right here. How about it?
That would be the preferable thing to happen to you. I totally agree.
And if they keep they're backpedaling. This corner out on the out is backpedaling against Wells Smith with no help.
Here we go. 3rd and 5. The Bruins from their own 47. USJ goes 3 wide, 2 running back set. 4 down linemen for the Bulldogs. Here's Bowie. On the ground, Spencer will carry left tackle. Bounces outside, has midfield, and he's tackled at the Milan 47. He needed 5. He gets 7. He gets a Hughes Eisler first down. What a call by Rusty Bradley.
Because it's still in the playbook right now. You've got time to keep. You can still run it now if you want.
And a nice run by Trevor Spencer. So 1st and 10 Bruins. Clock wound, 1:44. From the Milan 48. Bowie back to throw. Bowie, plenty of time across the middle, caught and tackled immediately. Trevor Spencer on the reception. The gain's only 4 yards. Rusty Bradley burns one of his 2 remaining timeouts. 1:29 left in the 4th quarter. Milan 35, USJ 27. We'll take the timeout with him on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and .5digital.com.
Chances are you or someone you know is in need of legal advice. Let Carl and Linda Seeley help reduce the pain of the legal process at Seeley Law and Mediation. Family law, probate, conservatorship, divorce, custody, child support, powers of attorney. Seeley Law will put their years of legal and mediation experience to work for you. Seeley Law and Mediation. Your first consultation is free. Call today 300-7555. That's 300-7555 for affordable common sense solutions. Seeley Law and Mediation in Jackson.
Back to USJ football on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Second down, and let's call it a long 5. USJ at the Milan 42. A minute 29 remaining. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Bowie, shotgun, back to throw. Here comes the pressure, rolling right, throwing downfield, caught at the Milan 22, and stepping out of bounds is Ryan Miller with a gain of 15 and a Hughes Eisinger first down run.
Danny, that's the first time I've seen him run that drag route. It's a second-level intermediate drag route by Ryan Miller from the wide side slot. Beautiful pass by Jacob Bowie. Flicks it 25.
With 2 Bulldogs in his face.
Absolutely, on the run.
First and 10 for the Bulldog 27. 4 wide receivers and a running back. Play action, Bowie back to throw. Goes, fires, caught. At the 19 is Miles Ingram, and Ingram is down to the 15. Ingram has 12 yards. Ingram has a Hughes Eisinger first down Bruins.
And now look, a minute left with a stop clock until they get things set. No need to panic. You're in perfect position right here. Just execute your passes.
1 timeout left, a minute 11 on the clock. Down by 8. Here's USJ in the red zone to the Milan 15. Play action, Bowie rolling, firing, caught. 10. Cutting back inside 5. Taylor's down to the 2. And a Hughes Eisinger first down Bruins.
Well, I was wondering when they were going to pull that back out of the hat. They've been saving it for a while. That is over-aggressive Milan defense that time right off the play action. Nobody picks up Taylor. That's such a great play call, guys.
57 seconds left. They wind the clock. First and goal Bruins from the Bulldog 3. 51 seconds left. Shotgun Bowie. Back to throw. Bowie looking, throwing, in zone. This one is a Bruin touchdown! Ryan Miller! A 3-yard touchdown reception from Jacob Bowie. And the Bruins are within a 2-point try of time to score.
Well, once Ryan established that outside position, as long as Bowie throws a strike, it can't be defended. Perfect execution.
Timeout USJ for Rusty Bradley to set his play. That drive was 80 yards. And USJ started it with what, 2?
Minute 57.
A minute 57 left. And they only used one of their 2 timeouts. An Ace of Jackson sideline report. Here's Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Man, I'd love to add something real insightful to this game right now. But, y'all, it's just so exciting down here on the sideline. Everybody caught up in what's happened. This 2-point conversion. We expected a huge football game, and certainly Milan and USJ has delivered.
The narrator operated under a misconception that he's here to add insight. Narrator.
I wonder what in the world I was doing here.
You know
anyway.
I kid. Wow. I love the narrator.
Well, now look at
here,
this.
What do you see?
The personnel, I don't see Wells Smith. I see a lot of different personnel in this game right here.
Here's a 2-point try to tie the game. I don't even know who's in the shotgun. Bowie lines up wide. The direct snap. The direct snap ends up in a 2-point conversion, I believe. No, they say no. I thought he got in. I'm going to have to see the replay. Let's check with the narrator in just a moment. Let's watch this replay. It was a direct snap. And I thought he got in that end zone, fellas. Milan stood him up near the goal line. It was a direct snap to Homer Casey. Narrator, did you... And Casey's hurt. Narrator on the sideline. I thought he got in. You were down there. What happened?
Well, fellas, with the scrum, you really couldn't tell. You could tell his head. Looks like his shoulder got across, but you never could tell if the ball got across because everybody went to push, and then all the USJ offensive players got behind him, got to pushing. You just couldn't see where the ball was.
He had if he would have bounced a half yard to his left, he'd have walked in the end zone.
Yeah, Palmer Casey's not a running back. He doesn't know about bouncing out. He knows go forward. Man, I'm a little surprised by that call.
Well, now there'll be an onside kick. It's 35 to 20.
35-33.
35 to 33, Milan. The scoreboard is partially blocked. Bass points out that our TV screen is not partially blocked. And you'd be correct, Buell. So here is the ball game here. If Milan recovers, it's over.
Well,
there's an onside kick. What is it, Buell?
I see a couple of linemen up on this front row. I go right there.
Here's the onside kick. Bouncing. USJ's got it. Charles Campbell followed his kick, and the Bruins have recovered the onside kick. First down, Bruins. That's a Sakura. Big play, Bruins.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. That's where they went, Danny. I'm stunned by this. First of all, it's perfectly executed, and the kicker gets his own. It'd have been tough for anybody, but I promise you, I've got Lamarquez Brooks and people like that right on that front nose. Like you don't know that's what they're going to do.
Paul Schulze, if you can show the replay, Milan, how did they not expect this? Watch the front line of the kickoff return team from Milan start retreating backwards as if they're setting up a return. Watch this. See them retreating? And Campbell hit a perfect ground ball and recovered it himself. First and 10 Bruins from the Bulldog 47. Here's Bowie back to the air and incomplete. Looking for Ingram. That's just as well as incomplete. It stops the clock with 40 seconds.
But see, Bowie made a mistake there. He double clutched when he didn't have to. I don't know, maybe the ball started to slip, but Ingram was wide open, completely uncovered. It looks like he double pumped. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Double pumped and the ball sailed.
Can USJ use the middle of the field is the question. 47-yard line, second and 10. Bowie goes to the sideline. Ingram, 40, dances out of bounds at the Milan 39. So that'll set up a third down and about 3 for the Bruins.
And you're talking about Charles Campbell. Rusty trusts this young man from 50 yards out, and they're not far from that now. They got to convert here.
Clock stops as Ingram scampers out of bounds with 35 seconds left. Milan leads the Bruins 35 to 33. Bowie shotgun, 4 wide. Bowie back to throw. Bowie fires, caught, and then drops. He had Reynolds, he would have had a first down. He was hit from behind and lost the ball. It'll go incomplete. The field goal attempt is coming, and it's a long one. Charles Campbell entering the game, and the play clock is moving with 16 seconds. USJ is going to have to hurry to get this off. 11 seconds, 10 seconds, and Campbell putting his helmet on, 7 seconds. This would be a 57 yard. The kick is on its way and doesn't have a chance.
Danny, the officials just absolutely blew this just now. They absolutely blew it. Milan did not get that man off the field. That is 12 men on the field. Illegal participation. How can you possibly miss it? He's running out there in front of everyone, and nobody sees it. How can not one official see that? That is 12 men on the field.
Let's take a look at it here on the... Yeah, he didn't get off the field.
He's 5 yards from getting off that field. That is unacceptable.
Well, it's let them have it over here, too.
No, look, let me tell you something.
Just a minute. Let's watch the replay again. And, Paul, if you can circle the man that was on the field. Milan had 12 men on the field. As they tried to run Ballard off the field. See him there? And go ahead and run it, Paul, if you would, to the snap. If you go ahead, there's the snap, and he's still on the field. Now, USJ has some blame here as well because Campbell came on the field without his helmet, handing the officials the ball.
Kicking ball, yeah.
And he barely had time to line up and try that field goal before the play clock expired. So Milan's just going to snap it and take a knee, and they'll get out of here by the skin of their teeth. What a game.
Let me say this, and your point is true, but you know what? It doesn't matter because USJ did what they were supposed to. They got done what they were supposed to get done. It is Milan who didn't get it done, and worse off, an inept officiating crew who can't see a man all by themselves. Every official should be able to see that, and not one of them is even looking at it.
No,
how do you do that?
No, my point had nothing to do with yours. It didn't counteract it.
No, but they executed their part. I know they had to rush it, but they still got the snap off.
But again, I'm not trying to counteract your point. I'm just saying Campbell still would have had a chance to hit that. They waited so late on the play clock that he had to rush and everything was out of sorts. Now, that doesn't take away 12 men on the field, but he still would have had a chance to kick that field goal. How you don't see Ballard streaking across the field in the vision of every official and not getting off the field, though, the point you're making is valid. There should have been a flag. That would have been a first down for USJ, and they would have had a chance to move in closer for one of the best field goal kickers in the state.
Yes, because there was nearly 30 seconds left in this football game. So if bare minimum, it brings it down to a 51-yarder, which is very well within sight of his range. I'm telling you what, somebody's got to explain to me how that whole crew missed that.
Yeah, it's Heartbreak City. But I tell you this, Bruin fans, this, of course, does not count in the standings. And Milan is probably going to end up between Milan and Liberty, probably will go to play for a state championship in 3A.
You got to believe that, yeah.
And I know the Dyersburg game last week with Milan, this was not the same team I saw in Dyersburg. Had it been, USJ would have won this game by 21 points.
Yeah, look, there's no question USJ didn't make some plays that they needed to make tonight. There's no doubt about that. And that team over there in purple is one fantastic football team.
Well, the best one we've seen this year.
I don't think there's any question about it.
We'll come back with the postgame show and a word with Rusty Bradley here in just a moment. On Jackson's News Talk 101.5. Final score again, Milan 35, USJ 33 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.
This weekend at Old Town Spaghetti Store, enjoy the Italian Sampler. Deep fried chicken parmesan topped with mozzarella cheese and tomato sauce, served with a half order of lasagna and your choice of meat or cheese ravioli. The soup, spicy beef and rice, the fresh catch salmon, and the best prime rib in town. Slow roasted and cut to order, tender, juicy, and full of flavor, served with side item salad and fresh baked bread. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. with half-price drinks. Old Town Spaghetti Store, Carriage House Drive, Jackson. Outside dining available.
Williams Equipment and Supply, your Bobcat loader and excavator dealer, stocks the widest range of Bobcat attachments such as augers, hydraulic breakers, angle brooms, sweepers, brush cat rotary cutters, hydraulic clamps, forestry cutters, pallet forks, grapples, land planes, planers, plate compactors, sod layers, soil conditioners, tillers, trenchers, and more.
This is Wallace West, the Bobcat Man. Whether you're in the construction industry or ag, call me at 731-668-4352 and let me help you get the equipment that you need to get the job done.
What kind of cars can you expect to find at Veteran Motors? Well, pretty much any of the major brands. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Hyundai, and Kia. We may have missed a few in there, but, well, you get the idea. You'll also find that most of our vehicles range in miles from 5,000 to 100,000 miles. Certified, inspected, and serviced, just like you'll find on the Mega Superplexes lot. You'll find we're very reasonably priced and sold by folks that live here and their families as well for more than 70 years. So if you can find the same cars that you can on the Mega Superplexes lot, spend less money, and deal with honest, straightforward local people, it just makes sense to check out Veteran Motors, just north of Jackson and Threeway on Highway 45.
Veteran Motors, just makes sense.
Great pre-owned certified vehicles makes good sense.
It's time for life and your new Toyota sales event happening now through October 31st at Robinson Toyota. You can save big. 2016 Avalon, an Avalon Hybrid, 0% financing for 72 months. 2016 and 2017 Camry and Camry Hybrid, 0 for 72. It's time for you to enjoy life in your new Robinson Toyota. 2016 Corolla, 0% financing for 72 months. Now through October 31st. That ain't scary. Robinson Toyota, bigger dealership, larger selection, better pricing, and 0% financing for up to 72 months, or as much as $2,500 customer cash. Forget about big city dealerships. Your best price on the world's best cars, trucks, and SUVs is at Robinson Toyota. It's time for life in a new Toyota sales event happening now at Robinson Toyota in Jackson, 1453 Van Drive. Shop online 24/7 at RobinsonToyota.com. TFS financing rate for approved customers. Big clearance sale going on right now at Mattress Warehouse. Closeouts on Bed Boss memory foam. But hurry, they won't last long. At Mattress Warehouse, we have a new line of premium gel foam now in stock. Sealy & Stearns and Foster closeouts. Twins from $99 to $199. Queens from $199 to $999. Mattress Warehouse has it at a price you can afford. Quality is always sale at the best prices in Jackson. All in stock for same-day delivery or pickup. Mattress Warehouse. 2 locations. Freeway next to Dollar General and 1926B South Highland.
Are you celebrating a new driver in your family? Mitchell's Body Shop says congratulations and welcome to the road. Remember to buckle up and be alert. And if your family should ever need auto body repair for your young driver and you want a safe yet economical repair, call Mitchell's Body Shop. Mitchell's has a lifetime warranty on all repairs and rental cars on site for your convenience. Mitchell's Body Shop, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. And don't text and drive.
USJ Bruin football. Only on News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com. It's time for the USJ Bruin postgame show on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and .5digital.com.
Wow. Oof. Man, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm worn out, and I didn't even play tonight. There is no doubt about it. We got treated to everything we were hoping that this football game would be and more. Your final score tonight, Milan wins over USJ 35-33. Boy, look at this picture over here around the 42-yard line. You've got Jacob Rimmer and Trey Smith taking a picture together. They've known each other for a while now. 2 Power 5 offensive linemen. We don't see a lot of around here. We've got 2 that were playing in this game tonight. A lot of respect between these 2 teams, between those 2 young men. You know, at the end of the day, it goes down as a loss. It won't affect the Bruins, honestly, one way or the other. But, man, just it had everything that you could possibly want and more. USJ had opportunities in places. They weren't able to quite make the plays that they needed to make, but it was a great game nonetheless. Now let's send it down to the field where Richard, the narrator, Barber, is with head coach Rusty Bradley.
Coach, you came to West Tennessee to play good football teams in competitive games. Boy, tonight was a whopper.
No question. Our guys competed and played hard and played with passion and played fearless. And that's what I challenged them to do before the game. And they left everything they had on the field and just came up a little short. But I'm proud of their effort. They gave everything they had, and we'll come back ready to work Monday and get ready for Fade Academy next week.
Coach, in 2 great teams in a competitive game like that, you know, I've heard coaches say you play 100 plays to get to that 2 or 3 that made a difference. And we had a couple of things that didn't go our way tonight, especially on that 2-point or on the field goal attempt. There was some controversy there.
Yeah, no question. We were late getting everybody out there and lined up and just taking our time, and the play clock was running down, and so we had to end up rushing it there at the end, and we didn't have any timeouts left to try to stop the clock. And then thought they might have had 12 guys on the field, and so it was real hectic there at the end, but our guys fought. And it didn't come down to one play. I mean, we had mistakes earlier in the game that hopefully we can correct that would have made a difference as well. So, you know, I have all the confidence in the world in Charles Campbell, and we just got rushed there at the end and didn't really get a good look at how we wanted to get that done as time was running out on us.
Well, you mentioned the 12 men on the field. They checked it on the replay up in the booth, and certainly there was 12 men there. Of course, you know, again, there's some things that you do right and some things that go wrong for you, and then comes down to the final score, doesn't it?
No question. And bottom line, we just had too many mistakes spread out throughout the game that ended up coming back and getting us there at the end. And against a good team like Milan, you can't make mistakes. And they're so athletic. They've got great players, and our guys just competed and fought so hard. And I'm proud of them for that. And that'll carry us a long way the rest of the year.
Well, and I eavesdropped on your post-game huddle, and you talked to them about the character and the willingness and to leave it all on the field, and they certainly did that.
No question. Our guys played so hard, and that's what I challenged our guys to do, and that's what they did. And I wanted to honor God with how hard we played, and even though we didn't win, I think God was honored by the effort our guys gave, and I'm proud of that, and that'll carry us a long way.
Coach, it's never fun to lose. It's hard to take good things away from it, but y'all were 2 points within a very, very good football team.
No question, and I'm proud of our guys. I love them to death. I wouldn't trade any of them for anybody else in the state or the country for that matter. And I want to go to battle with these guys every week, and I'm just so proud of them and the way that they play.
Coach, we'll go to battle again next week. Get this one behind you, and we'll catch you next week.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Take care, Coach.
That's the narrator with Coach Rusty Bradley. Class, as always.
Man.
This is one of the first times you've had an opportunity to hear and see him execute a game plan.
So impressed by him.
Yeah.
From coaching to leading young men as a father who's got a son who's an athlete. I'm just so impressed with that guy. And you can cut through what's genuine and what's not. He's 100% genuine and an unbelievable play caller. And I'm telling you, we said this a lot. I saw USJ 2 years ago, so you got to think there's lots of kids that I saw 2 years ago in the South Gibson game, and this is such a different team. They seem bigger, stronger, faster. The offense is completely different, but the enthusiasm, the way that they're playing out there, coming into this game, I was like, well, we'll just come and see. You know, South Gibson's got Milan in a couple of weeks and wanted to check them out, but I was just so blown away with USJ because, all fair, I thought Milan read, couple touchdowns. I mean, it's Milan, and it's a very good Milan team, but I come away with this as a victory for USJ everywhere but the scoreboard.
And Chuck and I had these conversations about this game, and I said, I know that you have a preconceived notion of what you're going to see, and I'm telling you that's not what it's going to be. And he knew right away. He knew right away. Yeah. You're right. It's not like that. This team, absolutely, with a lot of work to do, no doubt about it. But they are state championship caliber. Now, I don't think there's any doubt now. But I'll tell you this: this team that you saw in Milan. I mean, these are the type of teams. Well, of course, there's no doubt. I think the only thing on this side that could stop them from getting back to Cookeville is obviously the Liberty Crusaders. And you can't tell me that they can't play with Liberty. They rallied back, came within 3, fell short there. So we'll see what happens. Jeff Morris has got some phenomenal underclassmen on this football team. There's no doubt. And this may sound silly. Milan's going to be good. You might want to watch out for him. But one of those guys, and a cat who had an amazing night tonight, was sophomore running back Jaquez Norman. Just such an explosive young man, and he's just one of many. There's no doubt. Anthony Ballard played well tonight. Spencer Walker before he went down. The skill position players like Lamartez Brooks, now he's a senior, and they'll certainly miss him. He made a couple plays tonight that were just jaw-dropping when you saw him. There's no doubt about it. So we were treated to one of the best football games we've seen in a long, long time. Still a little upset about the way that it ended, but, it is what it is. You move on to the next week, and what that means for USJ is region football next week in a game that they should certainly take care of business. They'll be back at Kirkland Field for the first time, and I believe about 3 weeks, as they'll welcome the Fayette Academy Vikings to town. USJ falls to 6-2 on the season, their second loss and their first since the first week of the season against FACS. So USJ had a 12, 13-point lead with 2 minutes to go in that one. And, of course, right here, miss on that. So, they're a gnat's eyelash from being 8-0, but, that's the life. That's life in high school football.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the first game, the FACS, wasn't that the cramp game where everybody – I was listening to that. It was so hot, and still hot today. But, and give Milan all the credit in the world. This is a very good Milan team. This sophomore class, I told you, coming in, I remember these guys when they were in middle school and calling their names and stuff. And I'm telling you, this Lockhart quarterback, he's going to be – I know, right now, handing the ball off a lot, but he's going to be the real deal too. I know his family and his entire life. This kid, all he's wanted to be is a Milan quarterback, and so
well, he got it.
He worked, yeah, and he works hard. So it was fun to watch him out there. So yeah, two good teams.
And in a town like this that is football crazy, that is a huge dream. There's no question about it. You dream, man. I want to wear, like in this case, I want to wear the purple.
Yeah.
I want to be a Bulldog. I'll tell you what, Milan may be the Bulldogs, but that team over there in powder blue and white and red, they're some Bulldogs too.
They made a believer
Bruins,
of me tonight.
Man.
For whatever that's worth, they convinced me.
Well, it means a lot. It means a lot, no question about it. And I think there was another something else that was decided here tonight. I won't go into that. You know what it is. I'll expect it on Tuesday. Thank you very much. And on to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We'll see what happens there.
Right.
Hey, listen, we've got a lot to get to, and we will check the scoreboard here in just a few minutes as most games are now going final. So here's what we're going to do. We'll take this 4-minute timeout, come back, get you caught up on all the scores around West Tennessee as we get you going with the postgame show here on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM. And don't forget, now that this game is over, we will be loading it up on .5digital.com so you can go back and watch it. So if Granny Brown up in Kenosha and all these other folks from around the country who depend on that to watch their grandkids and whatnot, it will be up on .5 Digital, so you will be able to watch the replay of this football game. And even though you may already know the final, trust me when I tell you, this is one you're going to want to see. And you'll definitely want to watch the end when we certainly point out clearly that player was 2, 3, 4 yards off on the field still when that ball was snapped.
In the third quarter, when Bowie's knee was down, that was another. And then down
into the
quarter.
drive, they were that was into Milan territory, and
right here around the 45. Down. Yeah, so a lot of fun things to go back and watch on that. And the crew did a great job of stopping and pausing and circling and making it look big time.
Man, I had a fun time.